Chapter 1081. Zhang Kuku's buttocks broke into 4 pieces. She cried out in pain, "Boo-hoo! Big brother Qin Feng, that ancient almighty beast gene you gave me isn't fun at all. It keeps malfunctioning and it hurts so much. Big brother Qin Feng, help me rub it." Qin Feng was amused by Zhang Kuku's mischievous expression, so he rubbed Zhang Kuku's butt. "By the way, Kiki, how long can you maintain the power of the ancient giant beast?" Qin Feng asked. Zhang Kuku pondered for a moment. "About an hour a day. It's hard to say. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. The ancient almighty beast genes had a chance of activating some of the ancient almighty beast abilities. After consuming it, the ancient almighty beast genes would slowly fuse with the user's genes. This process was relatively long, but with Zhang Kuku's current situation, it was normal. All right, hurry up and come down. Don't go crazy alone in the future. If you really want to cause trouble, call Lu Jie and the others to come with you. What if you lose your ability one day and get injured?" Zhang Kuku lay on Qin Feng's body like a koala bear. Qin Feng pulled her off him. Zhang Kuku was used to doing things her own way, so she was very obedient to Qin Feng. She nodded and said, "I know. Brother Qin Feng, play with me a little longer today." Since Qin Feng had arrived at Devil Beast Mountain, he was prepared to explore further. With his current realm, he could try to explore the inner area. Qin Feng leaped on a flaming dragon horse with Zhang Kuku in his arms. The flaming golden eagle and glacial snow mastiff followed closely behind him. Flaming dragon galloped at full speed, while Zhang Kuku screamed excitedly. Qin Feng wished he could tear off this silly girl's clothes and teach her a lesson. Hiss! After running for a while, Flaming Dragon Horse's front hooves suddenly flew up and it stopped running. The surrounding environment had already changed greatly. In the outer and middle layers of Devil Beast Mountain, there was still some dim light and the cheerful chirping of birds could be heard. But in the inner area, it was completely dark, and the shapes of the trees were all strange and frightening. The cold wind whistled, and there was a gloomy smell in the air. The sounds of birds and insects could no longer be heard. It was so quiet that it was as if there were no living things around. Zhang Kuku was scared out of her wits. She sat on the horse's back and hugged Qin Feng tightly. "Big brother Qin Feng, it's so scary here. Are we going to be eaten by the monsters?" Qin Feng patted Zhang Kuku's back and looked around vigilantly. Little Pig said, "Master, Flaming Dragon Horse is scared. It doesn't dare to go any further." Qin Feng summoned the Flaming Dragon Horse back into the system. The Flaming Golden Falcon and the Glacial Snow Mastiff circled around Qin Feng. The 2 battle pets had sensed the danger and began to observe the surroundings vigilantly. Roar! All of a sudden, a furious roar came from the depths of Devil Beast Mountain. Judging from the distance of a few hundred meters, it sounded as if it was right beside Qin Feng and Zhang Kuku's ears. A wild wind immediately sprang up within Devil Beast Mountain. With just a single roar, the magical beast caused the air currents to change. This kind of powerful and berserk strength caused Qin Feng to sigh in admiration. "Master, the Flaming Golden Eagle and the Glacial Snow Mastiff are asking you to leave. The demonic beast inside is very powerful. Even if they join forces, they won't be able to defeat it." Little Pig's anxious voice rang in Qin Feng's mind. Zhang Kuku was terrified. "Qin Feng, let's go roar! 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 Roar!" Another roar came from another animal. It seemed like a battle between wild beasts was taking place in the forest ahead. Qin Feng leaped to the top of the tallest tree and looked into the distance with his night vision goggles. A few hundred meters away, 5 single-horned rhinoceroses, 3 wild wolves, and a snow leopard were besieging a gigantic ape. The ape's fur was as white as snow, but there was a patch of red hair on its head. The ape was huge. When it stood up, it was more than 3 meters tall. Its body was muscular, and its eyes were blood red. It bared its fangs and roared at the wild beasts around it. Qin Feng had no intention of meddling in the battle between the wild beasts inside Devil Beast Mountain. Just as he was about to leave with Zhang Kuku, he noticed a thin and delicate figure amidst the wild beasts. Xiao Shishir was standing under a tree. Her long hair fluttered to the top of her head, and her eyes were empty. It seemed like she was controlling the wild beast to attack the white-furred demonic ape. Roar. The white-furred demonic ape was enraged. It suddenly launched an attack. Moving as nimbly as a human, it arrived beside the single-horned rhinoceroses in the blink of an eye. It swung its thick arms at the rhinoceroses and sent them flying into the air. Bang! After the slap, the white-furred demonic ape kicked a wild wolf. Although it was only one person, it was incomparably domineering. It was as if it was the overlord of the mountain. A single roar from it was enough to deter the other wild beasts from attacking. Xiao Shi's face turned pale. Controlling so many wild beasts at once was too much for her to bear. On top of that, the white-furred demonic ape was too ferocious. In just a few moves, it had defeated half of the enemies. "Qin Feng, where are you going?" Zhang Kuku suddenly cried out. She saw Qin Feng stepping on a pink longsword and heading toward the depths of Devil Beast Mountain. The flaming golden eagle and glacial snow mastiff were about to follow when Qin Feng's voice drifted over. "Protect Kuku. I'll be right there." Upon hearing their master's order, the two battle pets stopped abruptly. They retreated to Zhang Kuku's side and observed their surroundings vigilantly. Qin Feng stepped on his flying sword and soon arrived at the battlefield where Xiao Shi was fighting. The white-furred demonic ape could not stop its rampage. It had already sent the last snow leopard flying and was charging toward Xiao Shi. Swoosh! With a flash of pink light, Xiao Shi felt her body was floating in the air as she shuttled through the forest. She had been in Devil Beast Mountain recently, wanted to enter the deepest part of the mountain to search for the Beast King. She did not expect to be ambushed by the white-furred demonic ape. Xiao Shi thought she was about to be killed by the white-furred demonic ape, but she was still alive. "Qin Feng, why are you here?" Xiao Shi looked at the man who was hugging her and cried out in surprise. It had been a long time since they last met, but Xiao Shi had not changed at all. She wore a snow-white dress, and her long hair fluttered in the wind. Shi, didn't I tell you not to come to Devil Beast Mountain? Why are you here alone? You're so naughty." Qin Feng glared at Xiao Shi and smacked her butt. Xiao Shi shrieked in fright. Her face was so red that tears were about to drip from her cheeks. Xiao Shi felt a surge of warmth in her heart. She had forgotten how many times Qin Feng had saved her life. Every time Xiao Shi came to Devil Beast Mountain, Qin Feng would appear to save her when she was in danger. However, Xiao Shi was perplexed. She had a good impression of teacher Xiao Feng, but when she saw Qin Feng holding her in his arms, her heart was moved. There was a moment when Xiao Shi wanted to let go of the hatred in her heart and spend the rest of her life with Qin Feng. However, when she thought of Xiao Feng, she hesitated. In the end, she chose to disappear. Roar! The two of them hugged each other tightly and looked at each other without saying a word. The atmosphere was warm and sweet. It was at this moment that the white-furred demonic ape caught up to them. It leaped across the forest and arrived in front of the two of them. Then it slapped its huge palm down. Boom! Before the palm reached them, the air exploded. The cosmic flying swords were disrupted by the violent wind. Qin Feng and Xiao Shi swayed, and it looked like they were about to fall to the ground. "Qin Feng, run! This white-furred demonic ape has entered the true energy realm. You're no match for it. Run!" Xiao Shi finally came to her senses. She realized that she and Qin Feng were in danger. A human at the true Qi stage was already powerful enough, let alone a demonic beast at the true Qi stage. With that slap, Qin Feng and Xiao Shi instantly fell to the ground. But when they landed, Qin Feng flipped over and landed on his back. Xiao Shi was tightly held in his arms and was unharmed. Bang! A loud bang sounded, and a deep pit appeared on the ground. Rays of golden light shot out from Qin Feng's body. If it wasn't for the protection of invincible golden body, Qin Feng's bones would have shattered. Qin Feng, are you all right?" Xiao Shi hastily got up from Qin Feng's arms. She was so scared that her heart almost jumped out her chest. Qin Feng was thoroughly enraged by the white-furred demonic ape. He leaped into the air and slashed Moonmorn. Rumble. A cold ray of moonlight fell from the sky. It was as if the power of the moon god had been triggered. The white-furred demonic ape did not dodge. It slammed its palm forward. The two air currents collided, and a huge explosion shook the ground. The surrounding trees swayed as if the world was about to collapse. Whoosh! Qin Feng didn't dare to stay in the middle of the explosion. There was a flash of pink light, and he disappeared 100 meters away with Xiao Shi in his arms. The white-furred demonic ape wanted to run, but it wasn't fast enough. It was hit by the air currents, and its huge body was sent flying, crashing into a dozen or so trees. Roar! 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 The attack failed to hurt the white-furred demonic ape. It jumped to its feet and pounded its chest with its arms, roaring at the sky. Qin Feng, what sword is that? Xiao Shi was so shocked by the power of the cosmic flying sword that she forgot about the danger of the white-furred demonic ape. It's a rare pink weapon. It's a cosmic flying sword. It can fly and kill, Qin Feng said quickly. Then, he leaped up and brought Xiao Shi to the top of a tree. You stay here. I'll go deal with that demonic ape. Before Xiao Shi could say anything, Qin Feng disappeared in a flash of pink light. When he reappeared, he was standing in front of the white-furred demonic ape. He was wearing the blood demon armor and holding Moonmorn in his hand. Boom! A loud noise came from Qin Feng's body. He had activated the blood demon armor's pure spirit blood and the berserk demon core in his body. The berserk demon core was the one he had devoured after killing the berserk black demon bear on Devil Beast Mountain. Roar! Qin Feng's eyes turned red. At this moment, he seemed to have transformed into a demonic beast and was roaring at the white-furred demonic ape. After activating the blood demon armor's pure spirit blood, Qin Feng became the king of beasts. His demonic beast aura shook the forest, and even the white-furred demonic ape was stunned. Boom! Several balls of destructive fire shot out. This was the myriad beast true fire that Qin Feng had devoured after killing the fire wolf. The white-furred demonic ape was stunned, but it didn't dodge. The balls of fire instantly surrounded the demonic ape, but they didn't burn its body. Master, the myriad beast true fire isn't very effective against demonic beasts. Qin Feng wanted to use the myriad beast true fire to defeat the white-furred demonic ape, but he didn't expect that he would make a mistake. He quickly struck out with his palms, and the extreme ice flight froze the white-furred demonic ape instantly. Crack, crack, crack. The deep blue ice was dazzling in the darkness, but the outer layer of the ice cracked. The white-furred demonic ape roared angrily and broke free from the ice. At the same time, it regained its consciousness and slapped Qin Feng. Buzz! A strange energy wave rippled through the air. Xiao Shi saw that Qin Feng was in trouble, and she quickly sent out her thoughts. As a rare spirit beast master in China, Xiao Shi had recently advanced from Sovereign Realm to Emperor Realm. The so-called Emperor Realm meant that one was the king of all things, and they could control all things. The white-furred demonic ape finally regained its consciousness, and its eyes became dazed again. It was as if its soul had been sucked out of its body, and it stood there dumbly. Chapter 1082. How could Qin Feng leave Xiao Shi alone? Seeing that Xiao Shi had the white-furred demonic ape under control, Qin Feng commanded the cosmic flying sword to fly forward. Rumble. The white-furred demonic ape's body was as hard as a city wall, and the sword only managed to cut a small piece of flesh. Roar. The power of the sword was so great that it woke the white-furred demonic ape. Xiao Shi had already collapsed on the tree fork and couldn't control the white-furred demonic ape for the time being. Rumble. The white-furred demonic ape seemed to have gone mad after it regained its consciousness. It swung its metallic arms and attacked Qin Feng. Qin Feng fled on the flying sword. He was shocked by the power of this demonic beast. Even the cosmic flying sword couldn't pierce through this white-furred demonic ape. Qin Feng couldn't think of a way to defeat this demonic beast unless he used Star Technologies products. Swish, 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 swish. Swish! Swish! Qin Fan flew back and forth on the flying sword, circling the white-furred demonic ape. This demonic beast was fast. It leaped from tree to tree, and its body was unusually agile and nimble. It was able to keep up with Qin Fan. The white-furred demonic ape even picked up a few large rocks from the ground and threw them at Qin Fan as it ran. Qin Fan heard dozens of howls of wind as the rocks flew past him like cannonballs and toppled a large tree. Swish! Qin Fan was forced into a corner. He suddenly leaped onto the top of a large tree. With a flash of pink light, the cosmic flying sword changed direction and stabbed at the white-furred demonic ape's chest. A sword hum sounded. Qin Fan jumped down from the tree with Moonmorn in his hand. It was like a crescent moon in his hand. Moonmorn condensed the power of the moon. He brandished the sword, and a chilling sword light enveloped the land. In an instant, he slashed the white-furred demonic ape over 100 times. Bang! 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 The white-furred demonic ape didn't dodge and allowed the sword chi to land on its body. This demonic beast's skin was so thick that not even a missile could penetrate it. After Qin Fan finished slashing, he landed. The white-furred demonic ape seized the opportunity and punched through the air, causing the air between the two to vibrate violently. Rumble! A few nearby trees fell to the ground, and the violent airflow exploded. Before Qin Fan could dodge, he was sent flying by a huge wave. The golden light on his body shone brightly, and when he landed, Qin Fan felt extremely uncomfortable. He felt like he was about to vomit out all of his internal organs. This white-haired devil ape was a true Qi stage magical beast. Qin Fan felt that even invincible golden body wouldn't be able to withstand its attack. The berserk devil ape didn't give Qin Fan a chance to catch his breath. With a leap, a black shadow appeared above Qin Fan's head. Half of the sky was blocked by the white-haired devil ape. If this foot came down, Qin Fan reckoned that he would be trampled into two halves. Rumble! The ground suddenly shook, and a deep pit was blasted open. Rocks flew everywhere, and a circle of trees fell to the ground like a bunch of tarot cards. Xiao Shi was petrified as she watched from the top of the tree. Suddenly, a pink light flashed, and Qin Fan returned to Xiao Shi's side. Oh my god, this white-haired devil ape is too fierce. I'll have to use my ultimate move. Qin Fan crouched on a tree branch, and a cool-looking star tech blue laser gun suddenly appeared on his shoulder. There was a long dragon engraved on the body of the gun, and the mouth of the dragon was the muzzle. Qin Fan, what kind of gun is this? Xiao Shi was stunned by the star tech blue laser gun. She was just about to ask when Qin Fan pulled the trigger. The huge recoil caused the tree to sway. Fortunately, Qin Fan's legs were wrapped around the tree trunk, and he didn't fall to the ground. Rumble! A green laser beam shot out, and it was as fast as the cosmic flying sword. Before Xiao Shi could recover from her shock, she saw a deep pit in the ground. The white-haired demonic ape was lying in the pit, its white fur charred black. She couldn't even recognize its original appearance. Roar! Qin Fan waited for a while, and when the dust settled, the white-haired devil ape stood up from the pit. It beat its chest with its arms and roared at the sky. It was surprised that it didn't die from the shot. Qin Fan had used the Star Tech Blue laser gun to defeat the Divine Dragon at Mount Divine Dragon. The Divine Dragon was severely injured after being shot, and it didn't even have the strength to stand up. However, this white-haired devil ape was able to crawl out of the pit on its own. Although its roar was much weaker than before, it was still terrifying. This white-haired devil ape was even fiercer than the Divine Dragon. At the very least, its defense was better than the Divine Dragon's. Qin Fan looked at the scope and prepared to shoot again. Qin Fan, don't, before he could fire the shot, Xiao Shi suddenly pulled Qin Fan's arm. Qin Fan turned around and looked at Xiao Shi with a puzzled expression. What's wrong, Shi? Xiao Shi looked at the heavily injured white-haired devil ape on the ground and felt sorry for it. After all, Xiao Shi was a spirit beast master, and she had a close relationship with animals. Xiao Shi could control these demonic beasts and become the queen of all creatures. She had an innate affection for living creatures, So how could she bear to see Qin Feng kill the white-haired devil ape? Don't kill it. It's no longer a threat, Xiao Shi pleaded as she looked at Qin Feng. Qin Feng's expression changed slightly, but he still carried the Star Tech Blue laser gun on his shoulder. This demonic beast is enraged. If we don't kill it, we won't be able to go down. It will chase after us like crazy. Xiao Shi looked worried, but she knew what Qin Feng said made sense. After a moment of silence, Xiao Shi's long hair suddenly floated to the top of her head, and her eyes became hollow. Qin Feng, let me try to tame this white-haired devil ape first. If I can't, you can kill it then. Qin Feng carried the Star Tech Blue laser gun on his shoulder and kept an eye on the white-haired devil ape. The demonic beast had yet to discover the tree that Qin Feng and Xiao Shi were hiding behind. Otherwise, it would have rammed the tree down. Strange energy waves floated in the air. Xiao Shi was trying to control the white-haired devil ape with her mind. The white-haired devil ape sensed Xiao Shi's thoughts and became agitated. It roared and jumped around on the ground. Roar, 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 roar. The white-haired devil ape's roar shook the entire forest. Dozens of towering trees were knocked over by the white-haired devil ape. The white-haired devil ape's eyes turned blood red, and it struggled like a madman. Xiao Shi's face paled. Her lips were chapped, and a thin layer of sweat formed on her forehead. Qin Feng put away Star Tech's blue laser gun and hastily poured out a few qi-strengthening pills and stuffed them into Xiao Shi's mouth. The pills melted the moment they entered her mouth. Waves of spiritual energy gushed out from the pills, making Xiao Shi's complexion look a little better. This was a battle that could not be seen, but it was real. Xiao Shi used her mind to fight with the white-haired devil ape. If Qin Feng did not see it with his own eyes, he would not believe that a weak girl like Xiao Shi had the ability to control a ferocious demonic beast like the white-haired devil ape. Qin Feng continued to stuff medicinal pills into Xiao Shi's mouth, which allowed Xiao Shi to persevere. The white-furred demonic ape was indeed worthy of being a true Qi stage demonic beast. Its mind was much more resolute than an ordinary person's. It took Xiao Shi more than half an hour to finally subdue this demonic beast. Roar! The white-haired devil ape was still roaring instinctively, but it did not sound like it was angry. Its voice had lost its wild and menacing tone. The white-haired devil ape no longer rammed around. It foolishly stood on the same spot as if it had lost its mind. Phew! Xiao Shi let out a long sigh of relief. She closed her eyes and collapsed into Qin Feng's arms. Even with the help of Qin Feng's pills, Xiao Shi's mental strength was exhausted. She felt as if she had not slept for 10 days and 10 nights. She fell asleep in Qin Feng's arms. For a moment, Qin Feng did not know what was going on. He did not know if Xiao Shi had subdued the demonic beast or if she had failed. When Qin Feng saw Xiao Shi's pale face and chapped lips, he lowered his head and kissed Xiao Shi's lips. Then, he transferred some of his inner qi into her body. Waves of cool air flowed through Xiao Shi's meridians, and she felt very comfortable. Xiao Shi's mouth was dry, and she instinctively licked her lips. However, her lips came into contact with something soft. W, what are you doing? Xiao Shi was startled and shyly pushed Qin Feng away. She realized that Qin Feng had secretly kissed her. Qin Feng could not help but kiss her. Now that he had regained his senses, he felt a little embarrassed. Ahem, sure. Did you subdue the demonic beast? I saw you fainted, so I wanted to wake you up as soon as possible. Xiao Shi shyly rolled her eyes at Su Yan. Then, she leaped off the tree. When the white demonic ape saw Xiao Shi, it was as if it had seen its master. It ran to Xiao Shi and jumped around excitedly. Qin Feng was so shocked that he almost fell from the top of the tree when he saw a ferocious demon beast suddenly reveal a childlike smile and act childishly. Qin Feng, don't kill it. I've subdued the white demonic ape. She will be my pet from now on. Xiao Shi stopped Qin Feng as soon as he landed. The The white demonic ape was not as obedient to Qin Feng as it was to Qiao Shi. It suddenly bared its sharp fangs and roared at Qin Feng. Qiao Shi quickly patted the white demonic ape's arm and said, "Demonic ape, this is my friend. Don't be agitated." The white demonic ape seemed to understand Qiao Shi's words and really quieted down. Qin Feng was speechless. This ferocious demonic beast had forced him to use Star Tech's blue laser gun. In the end, it was subdued by Qiao Shi's mental power and became her pet. However, Qin Feng was satisfied with this result. With the white demonic ape protecting Qiao Shi, Qin Feng did not have to worry. Shi, why did you come to Devil Beast Mountain again? Come with me." Qin Feng came up and pulled Qiao Shi. Qiao Shi shyly struggled out of Qin Feng's hand. Actually, Qiao Shi's emotions were complicated recently. She had a good impression of teacher Qiao Feng, but she often missed Qin Feng. Qiao Shi felt that she had become a bad woman. She missed two men at the same time. To be responsible for herself, Qin Feng, and Qiao Feng, she decided to disappear and hide. "Qin Feng, you should leave now. This is the depths of Devil Beast Mountain. There are many ferocious beasts here. Don't be fooled by the white, demonic ape's ferocious appearance. There are many demonic beasts as powerful as this one. You will be in danger if you stay here." Qiao Shi did not want to leave and tried to persuade Qin Feng to leave. Qin Feng did not want to waste his breath. He carried Qiao Shi on his shoulder and patted her, but as he rushed to Zhang Kuku's side, "You're disobedient, aren't you? Then I'll have to punish you. Since Devil Beast Mountain is dangerous, how can I leave you here? Let's go out together." Qiao Shi lay on Qin Feng's shoulder and kicked his back, but she could not break free. The white demonic ape followed Qin Feng all the way back to Zhang Kuku's side. Roar! As soon as they arrived, the glacial snow mastiff and flaming golden falcon became agitated. The two battle pets stood in front of Zhang Kuku and glared at the white demonic ape. The white demonic ape was enraged. It dashed forward to fight the two battle pets. Qiao Shi was so frightened that she stopped struggling and shouted at the white demonic ape to stop. Chapter 1083. Wow, this gorilla is so cute. Its fur is as white as snow, and there's even a small tuft of red hair on its head. Quick, squat down and let me touch its fur. Qin Feng and Qiao Shi were stunned. They watched as Zhang Kuku ran to the white-furred demonic ape and played with it like a pet dog. After all, it was a true cheese-stage demonic beast. Roar! The white-furred demonic ape was so enraged that smoke was rising from its head. It opened its bloody mouth at Zhang Kuku, but Qiao Shi quickly stopped it. "Little white, don't." After the white-furred demonic ape was subdued by Qiao Shi, it was very obedient to her. Although it felt wronged, it could only stand at the side and let Zhang Kuku pull its fur here and there. Qin Feng could not stand it anymore. He pulled Zhang Kuku in his arms and said, "Stop. You've already plucked all its fur." Zhang Kuku pouted and said, "Big brother Qin Feng, can you help me pluck a strand of red hair from the gorilla's head?" Qin Feng's mouth twitched. The red hair was probably the demonic ape's reverse scale, so he would not do anything stupid to it. Qiao Shi was a little disappointed when she saw the intimate scene between Qin Feng and Zhang Kuku. She leaped onto the white-furred demonic ape's shoulder and ordered it to move deeper into Devil Beast Mountain. Qin Feng immediately chased after Qiao Shi and pulled her back. Shi, come with me to Hero City. I have a few friends there." Qiao Shi struggled on Qin Feng's shoulder, but she could not break free. Qin Feng did not waste any more time and brought Qiao Shi and Zhang Kuku back to Hero City. The group of beauties and Lu Jie were dumbfounded when they saw the 3 humans and 3 demonic beasts standing in Hero City. When Lu Jie arrived, he found out that Big Brother Qin Feng had gone to look for Zhang Kuku. When he finally saw Big Brother Qin Feng, he found out that Big Brother Qin Feng had kidnapped a woman and a giant white-furred demonic ape. Lu Jie could understand the woman, but what was the meaning of the white-furred demonic ape? Was Big Brother Qin Feng so powerful that he had to kill a man-ape? Huh. Isn't this sure? You're here too. Lu Jie quickly recognized Xiao Sure and greeted her. Xiao Sure had already landed on the ground. When she saw the bustling scene in Hero City, she was stunned. As a matter of fact, Xiao Sure was a frequent visitor to Devil Beast Mountain. She had noticed the castle here, but she didn't expect it to belong to Qin Feng. Sure, you're here too. That's great. At this moment, Hua Yin and Chang Xian arrived. Hua Yin hugged Xiao Sure's arm and jumped around. Xiao Sure was dumbfounded. She said with a dazed expression, Hua Yin, teacher Chang Xian, why you're both here? Yes, sure. Lu Jie and I have been in Hero City for a long time. Teacher Chang Xian just arrived today. Hua Yin introduced everyone. Xiao Sure was baffled. She remembered that Hua Yin and Chang Xian had an unexplainable relationship with Xiao Feng. Also, Lu Jie had acknowledged Xiao Feng as his boss. Why did these people come to Qin Feng's side? Due to Xiao Sure's special identity, she often came and went alone. Her information was very limited, and she still didn't know the relationship between Qin Feng and Xiao Feng. Hua Yin, why are all of you in Hero City? Aren't you with Xiao Feng? Xiao Sure couldn't hold back her curiosity and asked. Lu Jie and the other two looked at Xiao Sure as if they were looking at an alien. Xiao Sure was embarrassed by their stares. Sure, don't you know that Qin Feng is Xiao Feng? Qin Feng is Xiao Feng, and he also has the identity of Qing Lang. This guy likes to switch identities to pick up girls, Hua Yin said mercilessly. Qin Feng rolled his eyes. Suddenly, Xiao Sure's mind went blank. She was stunned by the news. So Qin Feng is Xiao Feng? It seems that Xiao Sure likes Xiao Feng and Qin Feng are the same person. The burden in Xiao Sure's heart was lifted. The girls gathered around Qin Feng. Zhaoling Xian and the others were speechless when they saw Qin Feng had picked up another fairy-like beauty while he was looking for Zhang Coco. Han Ying had suggested the girls to tie Qin Feng up and stop him from fooling around. Now, the girls agreed with her suggestion and decided to tie Qin Feng up while he was asleep. When Qin Feng returned, the girls gathered around him. Although everyone was a little jealous, they were mostly happy. These women would quarrel in private, but in front of Qin Feng, they tried their best to avoid fighting. While Qin Feng played with the girls, Lu Jie, long hair, and Huang Jingwu were attracted by the gigantic white-furred demonic ape. They surrounded it and studied it. Big brother Qin Feng, you're finally back. Suddenly, a burst of laughter rang in the air. Everyone quieted down and looked at Qin Feng with a strange expression. The person who came was Qin Yi, who had been killed before. Now that he appeared again, the girls were worried that Qin Feng wouldn't be able to handle it. Qin Feng's expression was calm, but his heart was in turmoil. Looking at Qin Yi, who was walking toward him from afar, Qin Feng was in a trance. Half a year ago, the Amethyst Dragon Palace suffered heavy casualties. Qin Feng escaped to the provincial capital with severe injuries. Li Xiao Jie, Sima Tu, and Qin Yi died on the spot. Later on, Li Xiao Jie came back to life, and now, Qin Yi was also alive. Qin Yi, you're still alive? Qin Feng took a step forward and hugged Qin Yi. Actually, Qin Feng had heard about this from Yun Xiao in the provincial capital, but he pretended not to know. While hugging Qin Yi, Qin Feng carefully examined his body. Li Xiao Jie came back to life because the verdant sect had replaced his organs. Qin Feng was worried that Qin Yi had done the same. In this case, Qin Feng's identity still had to be investigated. Big brother, we're almost done hugging. If we continue, the sisters-in-law will think we're gay. Qin Yi laughed and got up from Qin Feng's arms. Qin Feng didn't sense any corpse aura or the evil aura unique to the verdant sect's disciples. Great, this is great. Now, all the grandchildren of the Qin clan have gathered. I'll stay in Hero City for a few days. Then I'll take you to the Qin clan to meet Grandpa and the others. Qin Feng quickly regained his composure. He couldn't see through Qin Yi, but he didn't say it out loud. I've heard about the recent events. Big Brother led the Qin clan back to the top of the 4 major clans in the provincial capital. Now, the secular world of China is proud of Big Brother Qin. I had some conflicts with Big Brother before. Please forgive me, Big Brother. I was young and impulsive back then. Qin Yi had changed a lot when he saw him again. When Qin Yi was conferred the title of Young Master One of Jin City, he was resourceful and was called Little Zhuge. However, at that time, Qin Yi was too frivolous, arrogant, and full of youthful vigor. He was too smart for his own good. After more than half a year, Qin Yi was much more mature and unfathomable. Qin Feng patted his shoulder and said with a smile, "Conflicts and friction are common between brothers. It's good that you came back alive. Let's go. Let's find a quiet place to have a good chat. How have you been these past half a year?" Qin Feng had already taken Qin Yi to the villa. The women usually clung to Qin Feng, but when there was something important, they were very obedient and didn't say anything. Seeing Qin Feng and Qin Yi enter the villa, the women all had worried expressions on their faces. Big sister Ling Xian, wasn't Qin Yi always plotting against Qin Feng? I heard he died in the Amethyst Dragon Palace. Why did he suddenly come back? It's quite scary. Lin Bei Bei asked nervously. Zhao Ling Xian wrapped her arm around Lin Bei Bei's arm and said coldly, "I don't know why Qin Yi didn't die. I don't know why he suddenly came back. In any case, I don't like Qin Yi. He wasn't a good person before. Sisters, be on your guard against Qin Yi in the future. Now that Hero City has just been built, Qin Yi suddenly came back. I don't think he's plotting against Hero City," Han Ying said. Back then, she was the clearest about Qin Yi and his people's little schemes. Han Ying was still worried about Qin Yi. Before, the women didn't like each other and were jealous. Now that they felt that Qin Feng was in danger, they instantly united. No one was bickering. Qin Feng brought Qin Yi into the villa. The two of them sat across from each other at the coffee table in the living room. "Big brother, I suddenly came back without telling you. Also, I disappeared for more than half a year. You didn't scare Big Brother, did you?" Qin Yi acted as if he had returned to his own home. He didn't feel restrained at all. Qin Feng sat calmly and said, "How could I be surprised? I was surprised. It was all a misunderstanding. I've always felt guilty about what happened to you. Now that everything has been settled, Qin Wudao and Qin Xiao are working together to develop Qin Manor. I'm sure if they know you're still alive, they'll be as happy as I am." Qin Yi's expression changed slightly. No one knew what he was thinking, but he quickly regained his composure. I came back in a hurry and didn't have time to tell them. However, I see that Big Brother's Hero City is also developing, and I really like it here. If it's possible, let Big Brother Wudao and Big Brother Qin Xiao develop Qin Manor. I'll help Big Brother Qin Feng develop Hero City. It'll make up for my previous mistakes. Qin Feng was worried about Qin Yi's willingness to stay in Hero City. Qin Feng was sincerely happy that Qin Yi was still alive. However, Hero City was Qin Feng's base. His women were all here. Qin Feng couldn't let Qin Yi stay here until he trusted him completely. "Qin Yi, there are many people helping me manage Hero City. It's a waste of your talent if you stay here. Why don't you go to the provincial capital?" The situation in the provincial capital has changed drastically. The four major families have been replaced, and Qin Manor has become the #1 family. They're in urgent need of manpower, Qin Feng said with a smile. Qin Yi didn't panic, even though he was rejected. He smiled calmly and said, "Big brother, we're cousins. We share the same blood. There's no need for us to talk in such a vague way. I know Big Brother is still wary of me. It's completely understandable. To prove my sincerity, I can tell Big Brother about an experimental base of the verdant sect to prove my innocence." Qin Feng's expression changed slightly. He asked, "Qin Yi, where have you been for the past 6 months? What happened?" Qin Yi's eyes gradually became empty. He seemed to be recalling his experiences in the past 6 months. "During the battle at the Amethyst Dragon Palace, I thought I was dead. I didn't expect to wake up later. Li Xiao Jie woke up with me. The two of us were captured by the verdant sect and were saved. However, Sima Tu's experiment failed, and he died. Although Li Xiao Jie and I are still alive, our lives are worse than death. We became the verdant sect's lab rats. The verdant sect is worse than pigs and dogs. They have been secretly experimenting with the living dead. They replaced Li Xiao Jie and my organs with those of dead bodies and made us use corpse qi to cultivate. That transformation process was the most painful period of my life. I even thought of suicide. However, I clenched my teeth and persevered in order to take revenge and see Big Brother and the Qin family again. Chapter 1084. Qin spoke for a long time. Toward the end, he became agitated. Blue veins popped up on his arms. It seemed as though he couldn't wait to kill those bastards from the verdant sect. Qin Feng's heart palpitated. He didn't expect that Qin Yi had been tortured so cruelly in the past half a year. Qin Feng and the verdant sect had been irreconcilable enemies for a long time. This time, the verdant sect had tortured Qin Yi until he was neither a human nor a ghost. Qin Feng was enraged. Bang. Qin Feng slammed his palm down and shattered the glass tea table into pieces. Qin Yi, take me to the verdant sect's research base now. I want to destroy the verdant sect. Qin Yi woke up from his reminiscence. He looked at Qin Feng and said, Big Brother, the research base I'm in is only a small base of the verdant sect. Why don't we wait for a few more days? I'll investigate the other bases of the verdant sect and wipe them out in one fell swoop. Qin Feng pondered for a moment. Then, he waved his hand and said, There's no need to wait. The verdant sect is a heartless organization. They will destroy every base they discover. I'm sure the higher-ups of the verdant sect have already discovered your secret escape. If we don't get there in time, that base might be relocated. Moreover, the verdant sect is much stronger than you and I have imagined. It's best to destroy their bases one by one. If we want to capture them all in one fell swoop, we'll need a very powerful force. Although Qin Feng hated the verdant sect to the core, he wouldn't lose his mind over it. Not long ago in the Devil City, Qin Feng had fought with the ghost-face evil king, who turned out to be a ninth-layer heretic cultivator. It seemed that the sect master behind the scenes of the verdant sect was not as simple as he seemed. Who knew what realm he had reached? After Qin Yi heard Qin Feng's words, he nodded and said, Big Brother's analysis is reasonable. Then let's not delay and prepare now. We'll charge over tonight, all right. You just escaped from the verdant sect, so you must not be eating or sleeping well for the next few days. Go and get some rest. I'll meet you at 7 tonight, and then we'll go to the verdant sect experimental base. After Qin Feng arranged everything, Qin Yi didn't object and left first. After Qin Yi left, Qin Feng walked to the floor-to-ceiling window and looked at the group of cute and beautiful women strolling along the beach. The sun shone down on Hero City and enveloped this sacred land in a golden light. This was the castle that Qin Feng had spent blood, sweat, and tears to build. It was the home that he had built for these women. Qin Feng would not allow anyone to destroy all of this, not even his cousin Qin Yi. After a while, Lu Jie, Huang Jinghua, and the others walked in. Young Master Qin, you were looking for us? The important people in charge of Hero City's security had arrived. They didn't play around with Qin Feng like they usually did. Instead, they stood in a row with serious expressions on their faces. This was because they were wary of Qin Ye's sudden appearance. After Qin Feng finished talking with Qin Yi, everyone guessed that Qin Feng had something important to announce. Lu Jie, Huang Jinghua, long hair, Hua Bei, Hua. Qin Feng glanced at them, and his voice was grave. Everyone, I'm going out tonight. Guard Hero City well, and don't let any outsiders enter Hero City. Even if you lose your head, you have to protect the sisters-in-law. Do you understand? It was rare for Qin Feng to be so serious. His body radiated a dignified aura. At this moment, he was fully deserving of being the city lord of Hero City. The normally silly Lu Jie and the others were even more serious than Qin Feng. Lu Jie stood up and said, Young Master Qin, I don't think Qin Yi is reliable. How about young Master Qin send him to the capital, just in case? In the beginning, Qin Feng also wanted to send Qin Yi back to the capital. However, Qin Yi was his cousin, and after Qin Feng learned of his grandfather's good intentions, he felt guilty toward Qin Ye's younger brothers. This time, Qin Yi had escaped from death. If what he said was true, then Qin Yi had suffered for the past half a year, and all of this had something to do with Qin Feng. Qin Feng wanted to use tonight's operation to test Qin Yi. If Qin Yi was sincere about turning over a new leaf and submitting to Qin Fen like Qin Wudao and Qin Shao, then his brothers would work together. This was what Qin Fen wanted to see. I have my own arrangements. Just do as I say. Qin Fen's voice became cold. Lu Jie immediately cupped his fists and said, "Yes, young Master Qin. I, Lu Jie, swear to protect the sisters-in-law and the safety of Hero City with my life. Huang Jinghua swears to protect our homeland with his life. Longhair swears to protect our homeland with his life." The three of them swore a blood oath. Hua Tuo and Hua Bei also nodded to express their agreement. Qin Fen planned to leave Shimen Shueishue and Ouyang Feng in Hero City tonight. Moreover, those women were all martial artists and had the ability to protect themselves. Qin Fen could then follow Qin Yi to the Verdant Gate base without any worries. After Qin Fen finished giving instructions to Lu Jie and the others, they left to make arrangements. Not long after they left, a large group of beautiful women rushed in. "Qin Fen, are you all right?" Zhao Ling Xian rushed in first and held Qin Fen's arm to check on him. "I'm fine. I'm going to destroy one of Verdant Gate's bases with Qin Yi tonight. To prevent Qin Yi from luring us away, I've strengthened the security of Hero City. Everyone, be on your guard tonight. If you see anything out of the ordinary, call me in the Hero Alliance. I'll come back immediately to protect everyone." Qin Fen looked at the girls and saw that they all looked nervous. "I'm fine." The more the women listened, the more worried they became. They didn't have high hopes for Qin Yi, and now they felt that there was something wrong with him. "Qin Fen, why don't you stay?" Qin Yi, Sima Tu, and Li Shao Jie worked together to suppress you. Qin Yi was killed in the battle at the Amethyst Dragon Palace. It had nothing to do with you. You've already done your best, so don't feel guilty. Han Ying knew what happened half a year ago the best, because she had joined Qin Ye's team and tricked Qin Fen in the business world. Han Ying felt a stabbing pain in her heart when she thought about it. She regretted betraying Qin Fen the most in her life. If she could turn back time, she would rather die than betray Qin Fen. Qin Fen pulled Han Ying into his arms and gently smoothed her furrowed brows. He smiled and said, "All right, let bygones be bygones. You'll be the new Han Ying when you come back from America. Build a business empire for me in the future as compensation." Han Ying was deeply moved by Qin Fen's words. She swore in her heart that she would use the rest of her life to make up for her mistake and make Qin Fen the richest person on earth. Since Han Ying failed to dissuade Qin Fen, the other women didn't plan to dissuade him either. Hua Yin stepped forward and said, "Qin Fen, I'll go with you tonight. I can't stand those bastards from the Verdant sect any longer. I'll kill them to my heart's content tonight. I want to go as well. I want to eliminate evil for the people." Ren Xiao Yao also stepped forward. Lin Bei Bei, Bai Qing, Zhao Ling Xian, Lu Wenjing. A large group of women surrounded Qin Fen and requested to go with him. Qin Fen smiled and patted their heads. "How about this? Hua Yin, Xiao Yao, and Xiao Li, come with me tonight. The rest of you stay in Hero City and wait for us to come back." Qin Fen chose the three most powerful women. Hua Yin and Ren Xiao Yao had the strength of a stage 8 inner chi martial artist. Xiao Li was a stage 6 inner chi martial artist and was as powerful as a stage 8 inner chi martial artist. The rest of the women pouted unhappily. However, they knew that once Qin Fen had made up his mind, there was no point in arguing with him. The women began to thirst for strength. They didn't want Qin Fen to always take the risk. They wanted to break through their cultivation as soon as possible so that they could fight alongside Qin Fen in the future. Hua Yin and the other two women followed Qin Fen after he settled the women down. Qin Fen left the Glacial Snow Mastiff and the Flaming Golden Eagle in Hero City to protect the women. "Qin Fen, I'll go with you tonight. I'll bring the white-haired devil ape to help you." Xiao Shi and Chang Xian ran over after everything was arranged. The two women were chatting in Chang Xian's house. When they learned that Qin Fen was going to Verdant Sect's base, they immediately rushed over. Qin Fen thought it was a good idea to bring Xiao Shi along. The The white-haired devil ape was a powerful demonic beast, and it only listened to Xiao. Sure, come with us. Tonight, you just need to command the white-haired devil ape to fight. Don't do anything stupid, Qinfen said while caressing Xiao Shure's head. As a spirit beast master, Xiao Shure's spiritual energy was stronger than Qinfen's. However, her strength wasn't that great. She was only a stage 2 inner chi martial artist. Qinfen, the verdant sect you're going to fight is very powerful, right? Can I go with you? Chang Xin had just joined the martial artist circle, so there were many things she didn't know. Qinfen looked at Chang Xin, who had just broken through to stage 1 inner chi, and said, "Big sister Xin, you don't have to go. Stay in Hero City and cultivate." Chang Xin realized that she was too weak, and Qinfen did not dare to take her to fight. This made Chang Xin feel guilty, and she said with determination, "All right, I'll work hard on my cultivation and try to catch up to this sister's progress." After everything was properly arranged, Qinfen waited until 6:30 and called Qinyi over. Dinner was ready, and the girls gathered around Qinfen. Every now and then, they would raise their heads to look at Qinfen. Qinfen knew what the girls were thinking, but they didn't say anything since Qinyi was there. After dinner, Qinfen led the group and set off. "Big brother, are we going with just these people?" Qinyi was speechless when he saw the 4 girls and the ape behind Qinfen. Qinfen didn't mind. He smiled and said, "Actually, it's more than enough for me to go with you. It's just that these girls want to see the world, so I'm bringing them along to have some fun." Qinfen wasn't boasting. If Qinyi didn't play any tricks and really brought him to the Verdant Sect's research base, Qinfen wouldn't be afraid of the people from the Verdant Sect with his current strength, which was comparable to stage 1 true chi, plus his flying sword. In Star Tech Qin, you hadn't seen Qinfen for more than half a year, so he didn't know Qinfen's current strength. Even if he heard some rumors about Qinfen, seeing it with his own eyes and hearing about it couldn't be compared. Ahem, big brother, the Verdant Sect is full of evil cultivators. Their methods are insidious and changeable. I think it's safer to bring more people. Also, don't bring these sisters-in-law. If something happens to them, I won't be able to bear the responsibility, Qinyi said as he glanced at Hua Yin and the girls. Hua Yin was already on guard against Qinyi. Seeing him being so wishy-washy, she immediately became unhappy. "Why are you acting like a girl when you're a man? Are you looking down on us women? Why don't we have a fight first? I'm not sure if you can beat me." Qinyi immediately felt deflated. It wasn't good for him to quarrel with these women. Qinfen stood up and said, "All right, let's move quickly. Otherwise, the Verdant Sect will move the base away." Seeing that Qinfen had made up his mind, Qinyi didn't say anything more. "If that's the case, everyone should be careful tonight. If we really can't beat them, retreat immediately. Saving our lives is more important." Hua Yin and the girls glanced at Qinyi coldly and didn't say anything. Qinfen patted Qinyi's shoulder and said, "Let's go. You lead the way." Everyone left Hero City. Under the cover of the night, they drove 2 cars and sped away. Chapter 1085. Qinyi, where is the Verdant Sect research base? Qinfen asked while lying leisurely in the passenger seat. Qinyi said as he drove, "It's in Acropolis City's Coiled Snake Mountain. The Verdant Sect dug a mountain peak into an underground base. That place is very hidden." Qinfen was slightly taken aback. He had stayed in Acropolis City for more than 20 years, but he had never discovered the Verdant Gate's base hidden in Coiled Snake Mountain. When Qinfen raced with Wei Xiao Lei on Coiled Snake Mountain, he even killed Wei Xiao Lei and Williams. It was also during that race that Qinfen met Su Qiuyu for the first time. As the car slowly drove in a Coiled Snake Mountain, Qinfen felt a bit emotional. Qinfen had practically been to every corner of Acropolis City, and every place had sweet memories with different women. How many Verdant Sect disciples are there in this base? Qinfen felt that he was almost at the base because he could smell the stench of corpses in the air. Qinyi became somewhat nervous and said, "Many, at least 300 to 500 people. Moreover, there is a Verdant Sect's Grand Monarch overseeing them." Although Qin Fun had been enemies with the Verdant sect for a long time, he still didn't know much about the internal affairs of the Verdant sect. What does the Great King mean? Big Brother. The Verdant sect was passed down from the Beggar sect in history. It used to be the biggest sect in the world, but due to the large number of its members, there were endless internal strife. Their behavior was hovering between the righteous and the evil. Later on, the Verdant sect started to practice the evil ways, and a large group of evil cultivators emerged. These evil cultivators eventually ruled the Verdant sect, and it has been developing to this day. There is a very strict hierarchy within the Verdant sect. There are 5 kings, one of which is the Ghost-Face Evil Lord. He is the sect master of the Verdant sect, and he leads over 100,000 disciples of the Verdant sect that are spread all over the world. Below him are the 5 kings, who are responsible for guarding the 5 important bases. Below them are the 9 pouch elders, protectors, and disciples. And the experimental base we're going to attack tonight is guarded by one of the 5 kings, the ghost-faced King. Qin Ye's introduction was very detailed. Qin Feng increasingly felt that Qin Ye had really changed for the better. Qin Feng asked, "Is Ghastly Evil King also one of the 5 kings of the Verdant sect?" Qin Ye was stunned for a moment and said, "Yeah, Big Brother. Have you ever met the Ghostface Evil King? It is said that he is a 9th stage evil cultivator, and his strength is comparable to that of a 1st stage true Qi martial cultivator. He is extremely powerful." Qin Ye still didn't know Qin Fen's true strength, so Qin Fen didn't say much. He didn't mention that he had killed the Ghostface Evil King. There was a cemetery behind the coiled snake mountain. No wonder the Verdant sect chose this place as their base. Ordinary people wouldn't come to such a place. Moreover, the Verdant sect belonged to the evil cultivators, so they preferred this kind of place where Shi gathered, as it was beneficial to their cultivation. "Big Brother, we're almost there." Qin Ye suddenly slowed down and stopped halfway up the hill. Huayan's car also stopped behind Qin Feng's car, and both cars turned off their lights. "Big Brother, we're almost there." Everyone got out of the car. They were all dressed in black, as if they wanted to blend into the night. "Qin Feng, have we arrived?" Huayan and the other girls surrounded Qin Feng. Qin Feng nodded and said in a low voice, "According to Qin Ye's information, there are at least 300 to 500 Verdant sect disciples in this base. And there is also a powerful Ghost-Face Evil King. Everyone, be careful. If you can't defeat them, run. Don't get hurt, do you hear me?" Qin Feng wasn't worried about himself and Qin Ye. He was afraid that these women would get hurt. Huayan, Rin Xiaoyao, and Xiao Shishir nodded. Xiao only kept checking the surroundings. She frowned as if she had something on her mind, but she didn't say anything. "This is the topographic map I stole when I came out. Big Brother, sister-in-law, take a look." Qin Ye took out a map from his pocket. Qin Feng shone his flashlight on the map. Everyone glanced at it and memorized it. "Big Brother, this base has 4 exits. Why don't we split up and attack from 4 different directions? We'll meet at the underground laboratory," Qin Ye suggested. As Prince Wen of Jincheng City, he was very smart. Qin Feng immediately shook his head and rejected the idea. "No need to split up. We'll all attack from the main entrance." Qin Feng was worried that Xiao Shishir and the other girls would be in danger if they split up. He had to bring the 4 girls with him and keep them in his line of sight at all times. Qin Ye nodded and said, "All right, we'll follow your plan, Big Brother." Xiao Shishir and the other girls nodded. Of course, they would follow Qin Feng's plan. After they reached an agreement, Qin Feng bought 5 night vision goggles from the system and distributed them to the 5 of them. When they put on the goggles, the night before them became as bright as day. "Wow, Qin Feng, where did you get this high-tech gadget from? This goggles is insane." Huayan couldn't help but exclaim. Rin Xiaoyao and the other girls were shocked as well. Their mouths were wide open and they looked adorable. Qin Ye was shocked. Half a year ago, when he went against Qin Feng, he discovered that this big brother of his was very mysterious. Now that they met again, he realized that Qin Feng was even more mysterious. "All right, let's move out now. Qin Ye will take the lead. Huayan, the 4 of you follow behind me. Xiao Shishir, you bring the white-haired demonic ape to cover us. after Qin Feng arranged the team, he took the lead and set off. He leaped and disappeared into the night. Even though Xiao Shi and the other girls were wearing night vision goggles, they couldn't see Qin Feng's trail. All they saw was a flash of pink light. In the blink of an eye, he landed on a hill several hundred meters away. Rumble! A deafening explosion resounded in the air. Qin Feng shot out dozens of fireballs from his palms, illuminating half of the hill. The entrance to the Verdant Sect research base was right under Qin Feng's feet. The fireballs rained down and destroyed the hill, revealing the entrance to a deep pit. "I'll go in first." Qin Feng leaped into the Verdant Sect's base. Qin Yi and the others finally regained their senses. They were dumbfounded by Qin Feng's strength. "Sisters-in-law, let's follow him." Swoosh! Qin Yi had already set off at lightning speed. Xiao Shi and the other girls were a little slower. After a few seconds, they arrived at the edge of the deep pit. The sound of a fierce battle came from underground. It sounded like a bomb had been detonated. Xiao Shi and the other girls' expressions changed drastically. They were so worried about Qin Feng that they jumped into the pit without a second thought. "Who's that? How dare you break into the Verdant Sect research base at night? You're courting death." As soon as they arrived at the bottom of the pit, they saw a dozen Verdant Sect disciples in black robes surrounding Qin Feng. Qin Feng wielded a long sword that was as pure as the moon. He swung the long sword lightly, and, as if he was channeling the power of the moon god, he sliced 5 or 6 Verdant Sect disciples who were charging at him in half. Qin Yi dashed forward and fought side by side with Qin Feng. He took out a pair of boxing spikes and threw them at the Verdant Sect disciples. Bang! 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 Deafening noises resounded in the underground pit. Half a year ago, Qin Yi had yet to enter the Tao, but now his strength was comparable to a stage 6 inner chi martial artist. However, Qin Feng felt a chilly wind blowing from all directions. It seemed to have come from Qin Ye's body when he was fighting. It was at this moment that Xiao Li appeared beside Qin Feng. "Be careful, master." Xiao Li had become even more powerful in this graveyard. The chilly wind was so chilly that it scared Hua Yin and the other girls. However, Hua Yin and Ren Xiao Yao were experienced women, so they quickly regained their senses. One of them swung the Blood Shadow Whip, while the other swung the Waning Moon Sword. Bang! Bang! The narrow tunnel was filled with a few people. Sword chi, whip shadows, fist winds, and chilly winds rang out. The Verdant Sect disciples couldn't even withstand a single blow. In an instant, a large number of them were knocked down by Qin Feng and the others. "Big brother, let's hurry and kill our way to the laboratory hall." The ghastly king of Een usually stays there. The objective of this operation is to kill the ghastly king of Een so that we can deal a heavy blow to the Verdant Sect. Qin Yi looked anxious. He took the lead and flew into the tunnel, ready to lead the way. In fact, these Verdant Sect disciples were just small fries. It was pointless to kill them all. Qin Feng's real objective was to kill the ghastly king of Een and destroy the laboratory hall. Only then could he deal a heavy blow to the Verdant Sect. "Everyone be careful." Qin Feng glanced at the 4 girls behind him. The 4 girls nodded their heads repeatedly. Then, they rushed into the depths of the tunnel. Along the way, many Verdant Sect disciples tried to stop them, but they were instantly killed by Qin Feng and the others. 10 minutes later, they arrived at the laboratory hall. The space inside the hall was much more spacious than before. It was built like a hotel room, with corridors in the east, west, north, and south, and rooms on both sides. There were many Verdant Sect disciples in the hall. When they saw Qin Feng and the others rushing into the hall, they were all startled. "Who are you? How dare you intrude into the Verdant Sect's laboratory?" "Grand Elder, there's no need to waste your breath on them. There's a way out for them, but they chose to barge into hell. Recently, the laboratory hall has been expanding, and we're in need of lab rats. These people have come at the right time. Everyone, let's go together and capture these people alive." After a brief moment of panic, the Verdant Sect disciples became fierce. One of the elders issued an order, and all the Verdant Sect disciples in the hall pounced on Qin Feng. Buzz! A strange energy fluctuation reverberated in the air. Xiao Shi, who stood at the back of the crowd, suddenly floated into the air. Her long hair fluttered to the top of her head, and she looked like a demoness who had gone mad. This was the first time Hua Yin, Rin Xiao Yao, and Xiao Li witnessed Xiao Shi's ability. The three girls were puzzled. Xiao Shi was only a stage 2 inner chi martial artist, so why did Qin Feng bring her here? The three girls were dumbfounded when they saw Xiao Shi's ability. Roar! Roar! The white-furred demonic ape that had been guarding the back of the group suddenly went berserk. Everyone thought this ape was tall and big, but it was adorable. Who would have thought it would be so ferocious when it was enraged? The white-furred demonic ape also rushed forward. It swung its arms and spun on the ground. The dozens of verdant sect disciples that had pounced on it were instantly smashed into the wall or the ground and turned into meat paste. This was a demonic beast that had stepped into stage 1 true chi. Even Qin Feng had a headache dealing with it. How could it be a joke when it went berserk? Oh no, these people have brought a demonic beast here. Quick, call the rest of the elders and the elder of technique. Also, bring Lord Ghastly Mask Yin King out. The elder of the verdant sect was scared out of his wits, and he hastily called for more people. The verdant sect's disciples suddenly shouted into the air, producing a strange, ear-piercing sound. This was the verdant sect's special signal. A few seconds after the sound was heard, hundreds of people suddenly rushed out of the 4 rows of houses and surrounded Qin Feng and the others in the hall. Roar! The white-furred demonic ape was enraged by these people. It raised its head and roared at the sky. The roar alone was enough to intimidate everyone. The hall shook violently, and some chandeliers fell to the ground. Gravel and dust fell from the walls. Bang! Suddenly, there was another loud noise in the hall. A man in a black robe with his face covered appeared out of nowhere. It was as if he had descended from the sky. When his feet landed on the ground, several cracks immediately appeared on the ground. The cracks spread all the way to the wall, and even the wall cracked. Qin Yi, how dare you escape without permission, betray the organization, and bring people here to cause trouble? Today is the day you die. Chapter 1086. Xiao Li, go guard the entrance of the base. Don't let anyone sneak in and attack. Qin Feng suddenly yelled at Xiao Li behind him. Hua Yin, the 3 women, and Qin Yi were dumbfounded. What did Qin Feng mean by calling Xiao Li to guard the door as soon as the ghost-face Yin King came out? Master. Xiao Li was also quite puzzled and wanted to ask him to stay. She did not want to leave this place and wanted to fight alongside her master. Qin Feng's expression was solemn. There was a trace of disappointment and coldness in his eyes as he roared, I told you to get out, so get out. Quick! Xiao Li jumped in fright. Ever since she had followed Qin Feng, this was the first time her master had been so fierce to her. Xiao Li didn't know what was going on, so she could only jump into the tunnel and fly back. Only Qin Feng, Qin Yi, and Hua Yin were left in the hall. The 5 of them formed a small circle and cautiously observed the hundreds of verdant sect disciples around them. The white-haired demonic ape was still roaring. This demonic beast was already very intelligent, and it could sense that the strongest person in the group was the ghost-face Yin King. It stared at the ghost-face Yin King and prepared to attack. Ghost-face Yin King, I brought Big Brother Qin Feng here today to eradicate this experimental base of yours. The verdant sect has committed all sorts of crimes and is neither human nor ghost. All of you will go to hell. When Qin Yi saw the ghost-face Yin King, he was instantly enraged. The ghost-face Yin King sneered, GGG. You want to destroy this research base with just a few of you? Qin Yi, you secretly escaped right after you succeeded in your experiment. Today you came back just in time. The ghastly masked Yin King suddenly looked at Qin Feng and said, and you, Brad. So you're Qin Feng. The verdant sect has already issued a kill order, and you're wanted all over the world. Since you've fallen into this daddy's hands tonight, I'll kill you and go back to the sect master to ask for a reward. The ghost-face Yin King sneered again and again. He didn't put Qin Feng and the others in his eyes at all. The ghastly masked Yin King had heard of Qin Feng's fame, but he wasn't afraid of him. There were more than 500 verdant sect disciples in the base, but Qin Feng's side only sent 5 people. Weren't these people a little too confident? Qin Feng wasted no time and launched his attack. Qin Feng had always killed the verdant sect's heartless bastards whenever he saw one. Whoosh! A pink light flashed and disappeared. A strong gust of wind suddenly swept through the entire hall. The starry sky flying sword moved as fast as lightning. Before everyone could react, the disciples of verdant sect who stood in the outermost row had already fallen to the ground. They didn't even have the chance to scream before they died. Hiss! Everyone sucked in a breath of cold air, and the atmosphere in the hall froze. The attack speed of the cosmic flying sword was so fast and fierce that Qin Feng had killed more than a dozen verdant sect disciples in a split second. However, no one knew what had happened just now. The ghost-face King's expression changed drastically, and he no longer had the confidence he had a moment ago. The disciples of the verdant sect instinctively took a few steps back and looked at their fallen comrade with a puzzled expression. Even Hua Yin, the 2 women, and Qin Yi were shocked by Qin Feng's methods. They didn't know what was going on. Whoosh! However, the sword's hum had yet to fade, and it was still flying through the crowd. Hundreds of verdant sect disciples surrounded Qin Feng's group of 5. But at this time, the disciples fell to the ground one by one like tarot cards. More and more people fell to the ground, and the speed of their fall was getting faster and faster. Rumble. The ghost-face King finally figured out what was going on, and he flew toward Qin Feng with his palm. Brat, you're courting death. His palm was still in the air, but it had already shattered half of the space above Qin Feng's head. A violent gust of chilly wind blew, and it was as if dozens of gales were blowing. Hua Yin and the other women couldn't even stand steadily, and their delicate bodies began to sway in the wind. Get lost! Qin Feng raised his sword and slashed out with Moon's sorrowful sword. Half of the sky above him was suddenly shrouded by sword chi and pierced through the chilly wind. Bang! Bang! A loud sound came from the roof, and dozens of sword chi shattered the ceiling, causing rubble to fall. The ghost-faced King had already disappeared, and his movements were even faster than Qin Feng's. Moreover, he was accompanied by gusts of cold wind, which made Qin Feng feel somewhat panicked. Rumble. A chilly wind blew behind Qin Feng. Hua Yin and Ren Xiao Yao finally regained their senses when the ghost-face King suddenly reappeared. They hurriedly rushed forward to help Qin Feng block the palm. However, a strange energy wave rippled out, and the snow-white, white-furred demonic ape leaped down like an awakened ancient beast with a furious roar. Rumble. The ground trembled, and the white-furred demonic ape opened its bloody mouth and roared at the ghost-face King. The palm hit the white-furred demonic ape's abdomen, but the demonic beast only took a step back, and it didn't seem to be injured. Bang! Bang! The white-furred demonic ape was completely enraged by the ghost-face King, and it swung its iron arm at the ghost-face King. The air exploded continuously, and it was the sound of air being pierced by the white-furred demonic ape. A trace of fear flashed through the ghost-face King's eyes. This demonic beast's strength was beyond his expectations. Whoosh! The chilly wind blew, and the ghost-face King disappeared again. These 2 exchanges happened in the blink of an eye. Only after Qin Feng had exchanged blows with the ghost-face King once did the 3 women and Qin Yi regain their senses and join the battle. This was the difference in strength between everyone and Qin Feng. Qin Feng's title as the strongest martial artist in China's secular world wasn't just for show. With Qin Feng's current strength, killing a stage 8 inner chi expert like Hua Yin was a piece of cake for him. Hua Yin and Xiao Yao, you 2 deal with the verdant sect disciples. Qin Yi, you destroy the internal laboratory and rescue the hostages. Xiao Sure, deal with the ghost-face King. I'll protect everyone. After a short exchange with the ghost-face King, Qin Feng could tell that the old man's strength wasn't any weaker than the ghost-face King. However, Qin Feng made a big discovery. The ghost-face King wasn't an orthodox evil cultivator. His cultivation method was very unique. This was also the reason why Qin Feng drove Shaoli away as soon as the ghost face In King appeared. Rumble. As soon as Qin Feng's voice fell, everyone immediately changed their formation and unleashed their killing moves. They didn't show any mercy to these deranged verdant sect disciples. The explosions in the laboratory were more intense than the battlefield. Ren Xiao Yao and Hua Yin had a tacit understanding of each other. Hua Yin brandished her blood shadow whip and attacked the verdant sect disciples from a distance. Ren Xiao Yao's moon bashful swordplay was so powerful that it was comparable to Qin Feng's moon morn. Qin Yi, hurry up. Qin Feng cooperated with Qin Yi and charged into the internal laboratory. With moon morn in his hand, Qin Feng controlled the starry sky, flying swords attacks with his mind. Qin Yi was the weakest among them, but with Qin Feng's help, they charged all the way to the innermost door. Rumble. With a flash of pink light, the starry sky flying sword instantly pierced through the huge door. The door collapsed with a loud bang, revealing a completely different world inside. Big brother, I'm going in. Help me guard the door. Qin Yi disappeared from the laboratory with a leap. The disciples of the verdant sect swarmed around him like crazy, forming a dense crowd around the passageway. Rumble. Qin Feng stood alone at the entrance of the laboratory. With a wave of his hand, the long sword in his hand turned into a fiery red spear of rat halos. The spear danced in the air, and several fireballs flew out, instantly burning dozens of verdant sect disciples into ashes. The base was filled with the strong smell of corpse qi. Qin Feng had fought with the verdant sect several times before, so he was already used to it. Ren Xiao Yao and Hua Yin, on the other hand, were so disgusted that they had to hold their breath to fight. Otherwise, they would have fainted from the stench. In the hall, the most intense battle was between the white-haired devil ape and the ghastly mask In King. Both of them were at the first stage of true qi. Every time they collided, the entire underground base would shake violently, as if there was an earthquake nearby. Although Qin Feng's side had fewer people, they were all existences with astonishing combat strength. The hundreds of verdant sect disciples were instantly knocked down, and it looked like they had fallen into a disadvantageous position. The ghastly mask In King was so angry that he screamed. He was no longer in the mood to waste time with the white-haired devil ape. Bursts of black mist burst out from his body, and he disappeared. Everyone, be careful. This black mist can confuse the mind. The three of you stand together and grab this sword. Qin Feng was already very familiar with the verdant sect's moves. This black mist corpse, Qi, was quite terrifying. Qin Feng waved his hand, and an angel sword flickering with a holy radiance flew into the air and landed in Hua Yan's hand. The three girls immediately stood back to back. The angel sword emitted a holy radiance and dispersed the black mist. No black mist could approach within a 1-meter radius of the three girls. It was as if there was an invisible barrier protecting them. Roar! The white-haired devil ape also ran to the three girls' side to protect them. The black mist corpse, Qi, quickly filled the entire hall, as if it had swallowed all the light. The hall was plunged into darkness. Fortunately, Qin Feng had given everyone a pair of night vision goggles before they came in. They hurriedly put on the goggles and were able to clearly see the situation around them. Elder of Impartation, set up the formation. The ghastly mask In King's voice came from the black mist. Qin Feng immediately urged his thoughts, and the pink light pierced through the air. However, the starry sky flying sword didn't hit the ghastly mask In King. This guy's movement speed was really fast. GGG. Ear-piercing strange noises drifted around the black mist. It sounded like laughter and crying at the same time. Although Hua Yin and the other two girls were very powerful, they were still young girls. Therefore, they trembled in fear when they heard the eerie and creepy noises. Then, the crowd witnessed a strange scene. Dozens of black-robed men suddenly appeared and piled up the injured disciples of the verdant sect. Dozens of cultivation imparting elders stood in a strange formation and began to impart their cultivation to the injured disciples. After a short while, The verdant sect disciples that Qin Feng and the others had defeated with great difficulty were suddenly revived, as if they had never been injured. All the girls were dumbfounded. Even Qin Feng was shocked. Before they came here, Qin Yi had told them about the hierarchy of the verdant sect. These elder of impartation were not very powerful, but they had cultivated the evil path since they were young. Therefore, they could impart their skills to restore the strength of the verdant sect disciples. A battle team of the verdant sect needed a king leader, elder of impartation, and ordinary disciples. This kind of battle team could never be defeated because the elder of impartation could constantly restore the strength of the verdant sect disciples. Even if the verdant sect disciples were killed, they could be summoned back to life for a short period of time. Qin Feng, these people are so abnormal. What should we do? Hua Yin and the other two girls were scared out of their wits. If they continued to fight like this, they wouldn't be able to defeat these verdant sect disciples, even if they died of exhaustion. Don't panic, everyone. Let's kill the elder of impartation of the verdant sect first. Let's see how they're going to impart their skills to us. Qin Feng roared angrily, and several loud noises came from his body. The killer book could only be used in a massacre. The more people he killed, the higher the level of the killer book, and the stronger Qin Feng's strength would be. Ever since Qin Feng obtained the killer book, he had killed many wild beasts and outer disciples in the martial world during the martial world crisis. Then, he had raised the killer book to the 3rd level. Chapter 1087. Swoosh! Qin Feng activated the killer book, and the starry sky flying sword turned into a pink light and flashed among the crowd. In a breath's time, a row of verdant sect disciples fell to the ground. To prevent the elders from healing their injuries, Qin Feng used the flying sword and pierced through their heads. Then, a series of explosions followed, turning the verdant sect's disciples into a sea of blood. Hua Yin and the other two girls were dumbfounded. They knew Qin Feng was powerful, but they didn't know he could be so cruel when he was angry. However, the 3 girls quickly came back to their senses. All the evil cultivators of the green sect deserved to be killed. These people had harmed countless ordinary people. Killing them was the same as killing the evil and restoring peace and harmony to the land of Huaxia. Sisters, let's kill to our heart's content today. Hua Yin shouted, and the blood shadow whip in her hand slashed in the air. Hua Yin was a dual elemental demon cultivator with both fire and ice attributes. In order to prevent the elders from recovering their strength, Hua Yin purposely used fire attacks to burn the verdant sect's disciples into ashes. Xiao xiao xiao. Ren Xiao Yao's jade-like hands trembled, and the waning moon sword spun rapidly. Sword chi filled the air, and a dozen verdant sect's disciples exploded in an instant. Xiao Shi didn't join the fight herself. She controlled the white demonic ape to fight the ghastly masked King. The hall was instantly turned into a living hell. Rumble. A loud explosion sounded behind the white demonic ape. Although this demonic beast was powerful, it was still a demonic beast, and its intelligence was no match for a human's. In addition to the black fog, the white demonic ape lost its sense of direction and quickly fell into a disadvantageous position. After retreating a few meters, the white demonic ape finally stopped, and the 3 girls were exposed to the ghastly mask King's attack. A black shadow appeared, and a skinny palm slapped toward the 3 girls. Hua Yin quickly pushed Xiao Shi and Ren Xiao Yao away, but she was hit by the palm and was sent flying into the wall. Puff! Hua Yin spat out a mouthful of blood. Xiao Shi and Ren Xiao Yao were so anxious that tears came out of their eyes. They quickly shouted for Qin Feng. Qin Feng, save Hua Yin, swish! Before the 2 women could finish their words, Qin Feng had already flown over with the ghost-face King following closely behind him. The ghost-face King sent a palm strike at Hua Yin, who was stuck in the wall. Qin Feng hugged Hua Yin and ran. Rumble. The flying sword and the wind from the ghost-faced King's palm collided, causing the surroundings to explode violently. The hall had long since become unrecognizable, with gravel and dust continuously falling from the ceiling. It felt like the underground base would collapse at any moment. Yin Yin, are you all right? Qin Feng carried Hua Yin to a corner where Qiao Shi was controlling the white-haired demonic ape to stop the ghost-facing king. Hua Yin's face was pale, and her breathing was rapid. She endured the pain and smiled at Qin Feng. Qin Feng, my chest was hit. It hurts. Qin Feng quickly took out a chi-strengthening pill and stuffed it into Hua Yan's mouth. Then, he rubbed her heart and said, "It's okay. You'll be fine in a while. Yin Yin, you have to hold on." "Yes, but it's no use rubbing it. You have to kiss it." Hua Yan knew that Qin Feng was worried about her, but she didn't want Qin Feng to worry, so she purposely joked with him. Qin Feng's eyes were bloodshot. He forced a smile and said, "All right, I'll take you home for a kiss after I take revenge for Yin Yin." Qin Feng placed Hua Yin in a corner, and Rin Little Demon immediately flew over to protect her. Qin Feng's nocturnal clothes had long disappeared, and they were replaced by the purple thunder wild robe. Qin Feng was enraged, and his eyes were spitting fire. The purple light on Qin Feng's battle robe seemed to surge with electricity. It was filled with uneasiness. 2 dazzling balls of fire burned on Qin Feng's fists. Pink cosmic flying swords and countless purple lightning bolts flew around his body. Rumble. Qin Feng's figure suddenly disappeared, and in the next second, he reappeared in the middle of the crowd. Tiger and dragon roars resounded in the air. Qin Feng used the destructive fire and the special Thunder Tiger fists to attack the verdant sect disciples. Pink light danced around Qin Feng, and every time he passed, a verdant sect disciple would fall to the ground and explode. Purple lightning bolts fell from the sky and split the earth. The verdant sect disciples who were hit by Qin Feng's fists instantly turned into ashes and vanished into thin air. Bang! 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 The verdant sect disciples were like ants in front of the enraged Qin Feng, and he killed them with every punch. The system notification resounded in Qin Feng's mind. "Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for eliminating 10 people. You have upgraded the killer book to level 1. Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for eliminating 30 people. You have upgraded the killer book to level 2. Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for eliminating 50 people. You have upgraded the killer book to level 3. Wherever Qin Feng went, everything was turned into hell. Even the frenzied verdant sect disciples were afraid of Qin Feng. Many of them had already started to run for their lives, and they looked at Qin Feng as if he was a demon from hell. Qin Feng stepped on the corpses, and the blood on the ground covered his shoes. However, he did not stop. In less than a minute, he had upgraded the killer book to level 3. At this moment, Qin Feng's overall strength had increased by 5 times, and he had reached stage 1 true Qi. Combined with his powerful attacks, he could unleash the strength of a stage 2 true Qi cultivator. Although Qin Feng was alone, he seemed to be able to defeat an army of thousands. Rin Xiaoyao and Hua Yin were dumbfounded. The 2 girls were infatuated with Qin Feng, and they realized that their man was really handsome and domineering. Solitary 9 swords. Rumble. Qin Feng waved his hand, and Moon's sorrow descended from the sky. It looked like a simple slash, but it instantly enveloped the entire hall with sword chi. The verdant sect disciples in the hall screamed in agony. Those who were struck by the sword chi had their bodies split open and exploded into pieces of flesh and blood. Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for eliminating 100 people. You have upgraded the killer book to level 4. The system notification sounded again. This was the first time Qin Feng had upgraded the killer book to level 4. Qin Feng's overall strength had increased by 3 times under the effect of the killer book. His body emitted a fiery glow, and he looked like a demon from hell who had just emerged from the flames. Bang! 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 Along with the increase in his strength, Qin Feng instantly comprehended more advanced combat techniques. The solitary 9 swords and the special Thunder Tiger fists had unleashed unimaginable power, and even Qin Feng was amazed. The sturdy underground base could no longer withstand Qin Feng's radiance, and the corner where Hua Yin and Xiao Shishir were standing began to collapse. The two girls quickly ran to Qin Fen's side, but Qin Fen stood in front of them like an unyielding mountain, protecting them with all his might. Shishir, come here quickly. Qin Feng's roar shook the ground. Shocked by Qin Feng's strength, Xiao Shishir hastily leaped onto the white-haired devil ape's shoulder and ran to Qin Feng's side. Qin Feng stood at the entrance of the base, and before him was a large hall. The hall was littered with corpses. Only a few of the 500 Verdant sect disciples were left, and half of them were killed by Qin Feng. Rumble. He clapped his palms together, and even the intensity of the fire of destruction skyrocketed. Wherever the flames went, the walls and reinforced concrete quickly melted. The temperature in the hall rose sharply, and it was like a sauna. The three women were covered in fragrant sweat, and their clothes were sticking to their skin. Congratulations, Host Qin Feng, for eliminating 200 people. You have upgraded the Killer Book to level 5. Qin Feng had never thought of upgrading the Killer Book to level 5. In today's society, it was impossible to eliminate 200 people. However, Qin Feng did it tonight in the Verdant Sect's base. He killed the Verdant Sect disciples without blinking an eye, and it was as easy as stepping on 200 ants. After upgrading the Killer Book to level 5, Qin Feng's strength increased by 5 times. The murderous aura gushing out of his body seemed to solidify. The strongest Qin Feng had ever encountered was a level 1 true Qi stage opponent. He couldn't tell which level of true Qi stage he had reached. However, Qin Feng had witnessed Ouyang Feng's strength, and he believed that Ouyang Feng wouldn't last more than 10 moves against him. Master, are you all right? Qin Feng's sudden increase in strength scared Ren Xiaoyao. She hastily held Qin Feng's arm from behind, afraid that Qin Feng would go berserk. Hua Yin and Xiao Shishir looked worried, but Qin Feng was fine. He smiled at the three women and disappeared from their sight. Bang! Qin Feng reappeared in the blink of an eye. He punched the ghastly mask En King, who was hiding in the dark, and sent him flying. At this moment, the ghastly mask En King couldn't even withstand a single blow from Qin Feng. The En King sank into the wall and stared at Qin Feng in horror. Up until now, he still hadn't figured out what was going on. Qin Feng's strength rose from the peak of stage 9 inner Qi all the way to stage 2 of true Qi. What kind of crooked cultivation method did you practice? The ghastly mask En King's voice trembled, and his previous arrogance was nowhere to be seen. Qin Feng's figure disappeared, and then reappeared. He punched the ghastly mask En King's stomach, and the entire wall collapsed. The ghastly mask En King was smashed into the ground by the falling bricks, and Qin Feng had already returned to the three girls. Ghastly mask En King, this is the result of injuring my women. Today is the day you die. Qin Feng stood like a pine tree, like an indestructible god of war. Hearing Qin Feng's domineering words, the three girls were extremely excited, especially Hua Yin. She couldn't wait to pounce on Qin Feng and fight him for 300 rounds, because Qin Feng was furious because of her. The ghastly mask En King was already battered and exhausted. He was lying under a few pieces of the wall, and he didn't even have the strength to get up. This was an expert comparable to a stage 1 true Qi expert, but he was beaten like a stray dog by Qin Feng. If this scene was seen by the martial cultivators of China's secular world, their eyes would definitely pop out of their sockets. Qin Feng's strength was much stronger than what they had imagined. Qin Feng, spare my life. I can plead with the Verdant Sect Master and ask him to cancel the order to hunt you down. The ghastly mask En King realized that he had suffered a crushing defeat, and he actually started to plead with Qin Feng. With a muffled rumble, Qin Feng's figure appeared on the ghastly mask En King's body. He stepped on the broken walls and stomped the ghastly mask En King deeper into the ground. Do you think I'm afraid of the Verdant Sect's order to hunt me down? I can't wait for the Verdant Sect's people to hunt me down. No matter how many of them come, I'll kill them all. Don't worry, your Verdant Sect. When I'm done with my business, I'll personally go and exterminate your entire sect. Qin Feng and the Verdant sect already had an irreconcilable enmity. Forget about the Verdant sect sparing Qin Feng, because Qin Feng would never spare the Verdant sect. The ghastly mask King realized that Qin Feng's side couldn't be persuaded, so he suddenly sent a palm strike at the bottom of Qin Feng's feet. His palm carried a mass of black mist, and it instantly enveloped Qin Feng's entire body. Hua Yin and the other two girls screamed in fear. This black mist seemed to be even more intense than the one released by the ghastly mask King. The black mist was like a burning flame, and it actually started to explode in an instant. A series of loud explosions rang out one after another. Qin Feng was in the middle of the black mist, and this time he was definitely going to die from the explosions. Hua Yin and the other two girls were so anxious that they started to shed tears. Rin Xiao Yao raised her sword and was about to rush forward to kill the ghastly mask King. Whoosh! But at this time, a pink light flickered and directly pierced through the ghastly mask King's head. Another series of explosions rang out, and the ghastly mask King's entire body exploded. However, there was no blood, and instead, masses of black mist filled the air. This guy's body was filled with corpse chi. Qin Feng, are you all right? Seeing Qin Feng fall to the ground, the three girls immediately surrounded him. Chapter 1088. Not long ago, there was a fierce battle in the hall, as if it was the end of the world. At this time, the hall fell into silence. If it weren't for the messy floor and collapsed walls, it would seem as if nothing had happened. The effect of the 5-stage killer book hadn't worn off yet, so Qin Feng didn't know which stage of the true Qi stage he was now. Qin Feng's body emitted a surging, murderous aura. His overbearing aura made it difficult for Hua Yin and the other women to breathe. Even the ferocious white-furred devil ape was slightly afraid of Qin Feng and kept a safe distance from him. The three women were dumbfounded as they looked at the scene of an earthquake. They couldn't accept it even though they had seen it with their own eyes. "Big brother, how are you guys?" Qin Ye's voice came from the experimental base. Qin Yi ran out with a group of subjects. As soon as they arrived at the door, they were stunned by the scene in front of them. They didn't know what had happened here. "Qin Yi, is the base destroyed?" Qin Feng looked at Qin Feng and asked. Qin Yi hadn't come to his senses yet. His eyes were full of shock. He stammered, It's destroyed. These are the subjects I rescued. Are you guys done? I was about to come out and help." "Okay, then let's go." Qin Feng didn't say anything and took the lead to walk out. The three women quickly followed Qin Feng. They had fought to their heart's content tonight. Qin Yi and the hundreds of experimenters foolishly followed behind Qin Feng and the others. When everyone walked out of the underground laboratory, someone in the crowd finally shouted excitedly, "We really rescued them? That's great. That's really great. Is this young hero the one who saved us? Young hero, you are our second parent. Please accept this old man salute." An old man kneeled on the ground and kowtowed to Qin Feng with tears streaming down his face. The others also knelt down in unison. They lived an inhuman life in the Verdant Gate base. They couldn't die even if they wanted to. Half of the subjects had their organs replaced with corpse chi, and the other half had their blood replaced with animal blood for experiments. "Thank you, young hero, for saving our lives." Hundreds of people bowed to Qin Feng. The scene was too shocking. Qin Feng hurriedly helped one of the elders to get up. Hua Yin and the other two girls also couldn't bear it, so they helped everyone up. "Everyone, please rise. I have an irreconcilable grudge against the Verdant sect. It's my duty to annihilate the Verdant sect, and it's my duty to save everyone. You don't have to be so courteous with me. We're all Chinese compatriots with the blood of the dragon flowing in our veins. We're family." Qin Feng's words were hot-blooded and impassioned, and the rescued subjects were moved to tears. Shally had already come to Qin Feng's side, but her expression was a bit unhappy. She kept her head down and didn't say anything. "Big brother, let these people go," Qin Yi suggested. Qin Feng gave Qin Yi a meaningful look. He shook his head and said, "If we let these people go, they'll die anyway. They've already been modified by the Verdant sect. Without the verdant sex, corpse energy, or animal blood to sustain them, they won't live for more than 3 days. Qin Feng's words gave everyone a fright, and they wanted to kneel down again. Young hero, since you're able to destroy the verdant sex research base, you must be a very powerful person. I hope young hero can save everyone's life. In the future, we'll repay young hero's kindness by working like a slave. Qin Feng waved his hand. After everyone quieted down, he said, "Don't worry, everyone. Come back with me. I have a way to save you." "Really? Thank you so much, young hero. You're like a living bodhisattva." Everyone was grateful to Qin Feng. Hua Yin and the other 3 women were also very happy. The reason why these women were willing to follow Qin Feng and didn't care that there were many other women around him was because of Qin Feng's unique charm. Qin Feng would never show any mercy to his enemies and evildoers. He would kill them all. Qin Feng was as tender as water to good people and his family, and he would even sacrifice his life for them. Everyone loved this Qin Feng, and they loved him so much that they couldn't help themselves. The 4 women surrounded Qin Feng, and they all wanted to throw themselves into his arms. Qin Feng had already led everyone back to Hero City. Since there were too many test subjects that had been rescued, Qin Feng gave Lu Jie a call. Not long after, Lu Jie and Huang Jinghua arrived with a large group of people. There were more than 30 cars in total. Qin Feng briefly explained the situation to Lu Jie, and Lu Jie and Huang Jinghua arranged for everyone to get into the cars. On the other hand, Qin Feng drove the car. They came in with the 4 women and led the charge. More than 30 BMWs followed behind them. Under the night sky of Orchid City, this luxurious motorcade attracted many onlookers. "Qin Feng, are you all right?" Qin Feng was surrounded by the women as soon as he returned to Hero City. Tonight, Hero City was peaceful. No one attacked them. Qin Feng greeted the women and arranged for the rescued subjects to be treated. "Senior Hua Ta, can you cure these people?" Qin Feng asked Hua Ta. Hua Ta didn't express his opinion directly. He walked over to the group of test subjects and randomly picked a few people to feel their pulse and check their physical conditions. "Young Master Qin, they can be cured, but it will take a month," Hua Ta said calmly after checking their conditions. Since Hua Ta said he could cure them, Qin Feng didn't have to worry anymore. He ordered Lu Jie, "Go and arrange for their accommodation and help Senior Hua Ta to treat them." "Yes, young Master Qin." Qin Feng was swift and decisive when it came to business. He quickly arranged everything. The 100 or so people who were saved were incredibly moved. They all knelt down again. "Young Master Qin, after we're cured, we're willing to stay and work for young Master Qin. In the future, we'll do anything to repay young Master Qin for saving our lives." These experimenters were all captured by the verdant sect. Many of their relatives had died during the experiments. These people had a similar life experience as Xiao Li, and they were all alone in this world without anyone to rely on. Qin Feng's heart softened. He looked at the crowd and said, "All right, everyone, focus on your treatment for the next month. After you're cured, you can choose to stay or leave. If you're willing to stay and develop your career in Hero City, I'll welcome you with open arms." Hero City was developing rapidly, and it was changing every day. Right now, Hero City was in dire need of manpower, and Qin Feng didn't want just anyone. He needed people like Lu Jie and Longhair, who would follow him with all their hearts. That way, the safety of Hero City would not be compromised, and such a person was extremely valuable. The 100 or so test subjects in front of him could cultivate a group of people who were loyal and devoted to Qin Feng. Qin Feng had given them a second chance at life, and this kindness was even more valuable than gold. The group of rescued subjects had left with Hua Ta. Qin Feng chatted with the women for a while and said to Qin Yi, "Tonight's attack was a success. Come my room." Qin Feng went to talk business with Qin Yi, and the women did not bother Qin Feng anymore. Qin Feng and Qin Yi sat in the living room when they arrived at the villa. Qin Yi couldn't contain his excitement and said, "Big brother, I've finally avenged myself. I can't express my excitement with words. Big brother, you're much stronger than I thought." It's great that the Qin clan has an expert like you. Qin Feng sat calmly on the sofa and looked at Qin Yi, who was dancing with joy. He seemed to be deep in thought. After Qin Yi finished his long speech, Qin Feng said, "Qin Yi, you've done a great service tonight. If you didn't point out the location of the Verdant Sex base, I wouldn't have been able to destroy the research facility and rescue nearly 100 people who were suffering. Since you want to stay and develop your career in Hero City, I'll do as you say. From now on, you'll be in charge of the security of Hero City with Lu Jie and the others. You're not very powerful, so you can speed up your cultivation when you're free. Now that Hero City is filled with spiritual energy, it'll be twice as fast as the outside world." Qin Feng made up his mind, and Qin Yi promised, "Okay, Big Brother. Don't worry, I'll help Big Brother take care of Hero City." Qin Feng stretched his body and stood up. "All right, you must be exhausted tonight. Rest early. I'll leave this villa for you to stay in. I still have many things to do, so I won't be staying in Hero City for too long." Qin Yi escorted Qin Feng out of the villa. As he watched Qin Feng's silhouette disappear into the dark night, Qin Yi's amiable smile suddenly turned cold. "Qin Feng, my good big brother, don't worry and go do your big business. After you leave, I'll help you take care of Hero City and your sisters-in-law." "Master." Qin Feng left the villa and was about to go to Hua Yan's room to check on her injuries when Xiao Li suddenly appeared on his way. Xiao Li was a ghost cultivator, so he didn't make any noise when he walked at night. Qin Feng was startled. "Xiao Li, are you trying to scare me by pretending to be a ghost?" Xiao Li stuck out her tongue awkwardly. She had been in low spirits ever since she came back from destroying the Verdant Gate experimental base. Qin Feng suddenly walked up to her and pulled her into his arms. Xiao Li's delicate body trembled. She raised her head and looked at Qin Feng with an aggrieved expression. "Master, do you not want Xiao Li to stay by your side? If that's the case, I'll leave tonight." Back at the Verdant Gate experimental base, Qin Feng yelled at Xiao Li to leave as soon as the ghost-faced King appeared. Xiao Li felt a stabbing pain in her heart. She had hoped to fight Qin Feng to the death, but Qin Feng had asked her to leave. Xiao Li didn't need to explain. Qin Feng understood everything. He hugged Xiao Li and said in a low voice, "Don't overthink it. I don't mean anything else. I asked you to leave because I was afraid your identity as a ghost cultivator would be exposed. Didn't you notice? Both Qin Yi and the ghost-faced King are ghost cultivators." Qin Feng's words shocked Xiao Li. She seemed to have suddenly understood something. She hastily said, "Master, actually, when we broke into the underground tunnel of the experimental base, I felt something was wrong with Qin Ye's cultivation method. When I approached him, I felt waves of chilly wind. I thought it was my own chilly wind. But now that Master said it, I understand. He really is a ghost cultivator." Qin Feng nodded and asked with a solemn expression, "Xiao Li, does your sect of ghost cultivators have any evil methods to bring the dead back to life?" Xiao Li's big eyes turned. She thought for a while and shook her head. "It's impossible to bring the dead back to life. However, ghost cultivators cultivate their soul power, not their physical bodies. Even if their physical bodies die or explode, as long as their soul power remains, they can attach to a new physical body and continue cultivating. To put it simply, even if my physical body is destroyed, as long as my soul power remains, I won't die." Xiao Li explained the true meaning of ghost cultivators in detail. Qin Feng's eyes lit up. He had already seen through the secret behind the destruction of the Verdant Gate. He bent down and whispered something into Xiao Li's ear. Xiao Li's expression changed drastically after hearing Qin Feng's words. She cried out in fear, "So that's how it is. Master, Xiao Li has wronged you. Don't worry, Master. I'll definitely keep an eye on Qin Yi." Chapter 1089. Qin Feng lay on Hua Yan's bed. Hua Yan was so tired that she fell asleep in Qin Feng's arms. Last night, when Qin Feng came to check on Hua Yan's injury, Hua Yan insisted on Qin Feng kissing her. Qin Feng kissed her and was busy until this morning. Looking at Hua Yan's tired and quiet face, Qin Feng did not disturb her and left her room. Early in the morning, Leah and Ao Shaoan rushed over from Hong Kong. Every day, These two women would ask if Qin Fen had returned to Hero City. If Qin Fen returned, the two women would immediately fly to Hero City to play with him. There were too many women around Qin Fen. Only then did Qin Fen realize that he had been too flirtatious. Big brother Qin Fen, it's time for us to hunt sharks. Otherwise, we could go to Devil Beast Mountain to hunt. Zhang Kuku had been pestering Qin Fen every day. Even Qin Fen was afraid of this woman. The ancient giant beast Jin was really powerful. Kuku, stop fooling around. It's not appropriate for a girl to hunt sharks every day. Be careful that you don't scare away your fans. Rao Sherman rolled her eyes. She wished she could cut ties with Zhang Kuku. The other women also stopped Qin Fen from going hunting. Apart from Zhang Kuku, none of them wanted to go hunting. That was not something women should do. Qin Fen brought the women to the beach. The food cooked by Qin Fen with a destructive fire was absolutely delicious. The women were drooling. There were 3 superstars in the crowd, the pretty girl group, and Cher. The rest of the girls were already familiar with the pretty girls, and they had gotten closer to Cher over the past few days. They weren't like Cher, who had rejected Cher when she first arrived. Sherman, why don't you and Kuku sing Because of You? I love that song. Qin Feng's women were very young. They were at the age to chase after stars, so they liked the pretty girl group very much. Lin Bei clapped her hands and cheered. All right, Cher, your role in My Rich Missy was so good. I watched it 5 times and cried 5 times. I remember now. Didn't the pretty girl group and Cher co-star in a movie called Hedonist Sovereign? The movie was released recently and broke the international box office record. I like Zheng Shuai very much. Do you have his contact? Bai Qing was infatuated, and Zhao Ling Xian, Lu Wenjing, and the other women couldn't stay calm. I also want Marshal Zhang's contact information. Sure, man, tell me secretly. Handsome Zheng isn't handsome, but his charisma is irresistible. He's a true actor. He relies on his acting skills. Su Xiatian shouted as she bounced up and down. As soon as they started talking about Zheng Shuai, all the girls went crazy and ignored Qin Fen. The beautiful girls pretended not to know anything and did not speak. Cher had just arrived at Hero City, so she did not know that Qin Fen had purposely hidden Zheng Shuai's identity. She looked at the girls curiously. Don't you know Zheng Shuai? Why do you need his contact information? As soon as Shui Er spoke, all the women looked at her in astonishment. Qin Feng's eyeballs almost popped out of their sockets. He didn't want to expose his identity as Zheng Shuai. It was too ugly. Shui, what are you saying? We don't know who Zheng Shuai is. Su Qiuyu was confused. Cher glanced at Qin Fen, and when she saw Qin Fen shaking his head, she immediately understood. Oh, that's my mistake. But I don't have Zheng Shuai's contact information. Ahem. Ahem. Are you women asking for a beating? What are you talking about in front of me? Qin Fen was afraid these women would get into trouble if they kept asking, so he pretended to be angry and yelled at them. The women immediately shut their mouths and stole glances at each other. They wanted to laugh, but held back their laughter. Rao Sherman said, Qin Fen, I have something to talk to you about alone. Kiki Cher, come with me. Rao Sherman walked to the side, and Qin Fen and the others followed her. Sherman, what's the matter? Qin Fen guessed it had something to do with Zheng Shuai's identity. Qin Fen, our movie Hedonist Sovereign is doing very well at the box office. In a week, we'll be presenting the award at the Cannes Film Festival. You've been nominated for the Golden Deer Award. Do you want to go? Rao Sherman knew Qin Fen was just acting for fun. Now that Qin Fen had regained his identity, he probably wouldn't be interested in the Golden Deer Award. The Golden Deer Award? Of course I want to go. I must get this award. Qin Fen thought of the Superstar mission. He hadn't completed the Superstar main mission and the second side mission. And the second side mission was for Qin Fen to win the Golden Deer Award. Rao Sherman and the other 2 women were stunned. They didn't expect Qin Fen to be interested in the Golden Deer Award. Qin Fen was already the #1 martial artist in China's secular world. Was he going to become the #1 male celebrity in China? Qin Fen, are you really going? That's great. Cher was excited after she regained her senses. The beautiful girls looked at Cher in confusion. They couldn't understand her thoughts. Qin Fen asked, What's wrong, Cher? Are you going to attend the Cannes Film Festival? Cher glanced at the beautiful girls vaguely, and then at Qin Feng. Why don't I talk to you later? Qin Feng immediately understood Cher's intention. Perhaps Cher had some secrets about the system that she couldn't reveal in front of the beautiful girls. All right, let's stay in Hero City for a few days and then go to the provincial capital to look for the Divine Dragon. I have a treasure to give him. After that, we'll attend the Cannes Film Festival and bring home the Golden Deer Award. Qin Feng immediately came up with a plan. He still had to complete the Superstar mission. The main mission and the second side mission would cost him 70,000 Hedonist points. Cuckoo, let's go eat first. Rao Sherman could tell that Cher wanted to talk to Qin Feng alone, so she pulled Zhang Cuckoo away. After the two women left, Qin Feng looked at Cher and asked, "Do you have something to tell me?" Cher nodded and said, "Qin Feng, I have many unfinished missions. Flower Squirrel told me that you can help me complete the missions, and the star points you get will be converted into hedonist points for you." Cher was different from Qin Feng. After she obtained the Sovereign Superstar system, she was more afraid and didn't have the heart to complete the missions. Qin Feng, on the other hand, had become a questmaster after owning the system for so long. "Okay, then share the missions with me. I'll see what they are." Qin Feng agreed without thinking. The two of them sat on the beach. Cher held Qin Feng's arm and transferred all the missions to the Hedonist Sovereign System. Superstar Mission 1. Become a popular movie star with over 30 million Weibo fans. Mission time limit, 6 months. 1 month left. Superstar Mission 2. Shoot a blockbuster movie. Make the movie's box office exceed 10 billion Weibo fans. Mission time limit, 6 months. 1 month left. Superstar Mission 5. Obtain an Oscar Golden Phoenix Award. Mission time limit, 6 months. 1 month left. Qin Feng looked at the missions in Cher's Superstar system. Most of them were related to celebrities. To Qin Feng, Cher's missions were not difficult. Qin Feng said, "Leave these missions to me. Let's start now." Qin Feng's words were a little ambiguous. He said to start the missions now, but Cher's heart suddenly tightened. She thought of doing other things. She shyly buried her head in Qin Feng's arm and said nothing. Qin Feng took out his phone and logged into his Weibo account, which he hadn't used for a long time. When Qin Feng was doing the celebrity mission as Zheng Shuai, the first side mission was to become a popular singer, and the system's criterion was to have 20 million Weibo fans. Qin Feng had already reached 20 million fans. After a month of absence, Zheng Shuai discovered that his fan count had skyrocketed again. It had exceeded 35 million fans. He guessed that it had something to do with the box office sales of Hedonist Sovereign. Qin Feng looked at Cher's missions. The first side mission of Superstar was to have over 30 million fans. The third side mission was to have a rumored boyfriend. Qin Feng immediately took out his cell phone and looked at Cher in his arms. He suddenly pulled down the collar of her dress and pressed his face against Cher's lips. Qin Feng, are we going to do it?" Cher was already flustered. Now, she became even more nervous. Ever since Qin Feng defeated the Divine Dragon in the battle at Mount Celestial Dragon, Cher had decided to follow Qin Feng. Whenever Qin Feng wanted her body, Cher would not resist. Qin Feng misunderstood Cher's meaning. He nodded and said, "Of course we're going to do it. Stick closer to me and be more intimate with me." Cher's face was so red that it was about to drip water. She and Qin Feng were not far from the group of women. Were they really going to do it here? Wouldn't they be seen by the other women? Qin Feng really knew how to play. Cher suddenly flipped over and climbed onto Qin Feng's body. She reached out to unbutton Qin Feng's shirt. Qin Feng was shocked. He pressed Cher's shoulder and asked, "Cher, what are you doing?" Cher was stunned. Aren't we going to do it? I didn't quite get it the first time." Seeing Cher's bashful expression, Qin Feng couldn't help but laugh. "We're doing a mission, not that. Even if we're going to do it, we can't do it here. It's not good if other people see us." Cher was startled awake. She was so embarrassed that she wanted to dig a hole and bury herself in it. However, at this moment, Qin Feng pressed the camera button on his phone and took a picture of Shui lying on top of him. "Shui, I've posted this photo on the internet. You don't mind, do you?" After taking the picture, Qin Feng showed it to Cher. In the picture, Qin Feng looked like Zheng Shuai. The two of them were stuck together. Cher's clothes were a little messy, and her face was charming and gentle. Cher felt her body heat up. Why, you can post it if you want. I don't mind. Ever since Cher debuted, she had been famous in the entertainment industry for her pure and innocent image. If it were any other man, Cher would never do something like this. She would never allow someone to post such a suggestive picture to ruin her image. Cher knew very well that her reputation would be tarnished after posting this picture. However, Cher listened to Qin Feng. Since Qin Feng did this, he naturally had his reasons. After obtaining Cher's approval, Qin Feng edited the picture, added some words, and posted it on his Weibo. After doing this, Qin Feng checked the other missions in Cher's system. The Super All-Rounder Star Side Mission 2 could also be completed. It required Cher to participate in the filming of a big movie, and the box office had to exceed 10 billion. Actually, Qin Feng was a little puzzled. Didn't Cher star in the movie Hedonist Sovereign? This movie's box office had already exceeded 10 billion. Why didn't Cher's system complete this mission? Cher, didn't the movie Hedonist Sovereign break 100 million in the box office? Qin Feng asked. Cher's blush had yet to recede. She lay quietly in Qin Feng's arms and said, I asked Flower Squirrel. She said that I withdrew from filming the movie at the end. The producers cut out all of my scenes. I don't have a part in the movie, so I didn't complete the mission. Chapter 1090. Yangkan Starlight Media Group was the biggest entertainment company in China. Yangkan was the one who introduced Qin Feng to Hong Kong's House of Millions Media Group. The call was quickly connected, and Yangkan said respectfully, Why, young Master Qin, what do you need this little brother for? Just tell me. Qin Feng's status in China was unparalleled. Yangkan feared Qin Feng from the bottom of his heart. Not long ago, Qin Feng crippled the Sima family and the Liu family's Liu Shikai when he was still in the provincial capital. Now, all the families in the provincial capital were afraid of offending Qin Feng. One word from him could decide the fate of their family. Yangkan, do you have the right to take responsibility for the movie? Qin Feng went straight to the point. Yangkan was stunned. He didn't expect Qin Feng to ask about this. Qin Feng was the #1 martial artist in China. Why did he care about the movie industry? Young Master Qin, I have half of the shares in Hedonist Sovereign. This movie is doing very well at the box office, and it's all thanks to young Master Qin's brother Zheng Shuai. Young Master Qin, we still haven't given Mr. Zheng Shuai a large sum of money, and we haven't been able to contact him. Could you help me contact him? You don't have to worry about the pay. Just add Snow's name to the movie Hedonist Sovereign. Back then, Snow also did a few scenes, just add them all in. Yangkan became more and more confused as to what Qin Feng was thinking. Did he call just to add scenes for Cher? Logically speaking, this was impossible because the movie had been in theaters for a few days. It was useless to add scenes for Cher. However, Qin Feng said it, so Yangkan didn't dare to hesitate. He agreed immediately. Okay. I'll contact Hong Kong's House of Millions Media now. We'll work together to add Cher's scenes. Qin Feng nodded and added, All right, Zheng Shuai just posted on Weibo. Promote that picture. The more the better. Okay, don't worry, young Master Qin. I'll get it done. Qin Feng hung up. Yangkan heaved a long sigh of relief. Luckily, Qin Feng didn't call to cause trouble. Yangkan didn't dare to waste any time. He immediately took out his phone to check Zheng Shuai's Weibo. When he saw the picture of Zheng Shuai and Cher hugging each other as if they were about to have a big fight, he was so shocked that he threw his phone away. Both Cher and the pretty girls were gold medal celebrities that Yangkan had signed. Cher's image had always been that of a pure and innocent girl. Yangkan would never publicize such a photo, even if he was beaten to death. He had to ban this photo. But since Qin Feng had spoken, Yangkan couldn't do anything about it. He hastily ordered the public relations department to promote the photos. He had already decided to give up on Cher. Everything was going on like a raging fire. Qin Feng, on the other hand, was leisurely enjoying the scenery by the seaside with Cher in his arms. Shua, I had never thought that she would fall in love so early. She only decided to follow Qin Feng because she saved her brother's life at Mount Celestial Dragon. Initially, there was no love between them, But after spending time with Qin Feng, Shui found the feeling of falling in love at this very moment. Shui Er's heart was incomparably tranquil and sweet. She hugged Qin Feng's waist tightly and leaned into his embrace with a sweet smile on her face. She wished that this moment would last forever. Wow, I'm going to explode. Prince Charming Zheng has a girlfriend. The women, who were eating barbecue, suddenly burst into an uproar. Zhao Ling Xian angrily ran over to Shui Er with a few other women. She leapt at Shui Er and tried to pull on her hair. "You bitch, you dare to cheat on Qin Feng? I'll throw you into the sea to feed the fish." Zhao Ling Xian was quite ferocious when she was angry. After all, she was the daughter of a wealthy family in Acropolis City. This sudden change was too sudden, and Shui Er cried out in shock. Even Qin Feng was terrified. He hurriedly stopped Zhao Ling Xian and the other women. "Ling Xian, what are you doing? What's wrong with Shui Er?" Zhao Ling Xian angrily glared at Shui Er, then showed Qin Feng her phone. "Qin Feng, you're still protecting that vixen. She made you a cuckold. I'm so angry." Zhao Ling Xian was truly furious. Ever since she had been with Qin Feng, she had treated him as her only man. After finding out that her man had been played by another woman, Zhao Ling Xian was even more furious than Qin Feng. Bai Qing, Huayan, Lu Wenjing, Lin Bei Bei, a large group of women surrounded Shui Er with bloodshot eyes. They were all enraged by Shui Er's actions. Qin Feng looked at the photo. Wasn't it the photo he had taken with Shui Er? Qin Feng's mouth twitched, and he didn't know how to explain himself. "Sisters, don't misunderstand. That photo was taken in the theater. Cuckoo and I were there. It's just a matter of angle. There's nothing going on between Shui Er and Zheng Shui. Trust me." Rao Sherman ran over to explain to the women. She knew that Qin Feng didn't want to expose Zheng Shui's identity. Zhang Cuckoo also ran over excitedly. She threw herself into Qin Feng's arms and yelled, That's right, that's right. What's wrong with that photo?" At the time, Coco was filming sex scenes with Zheng Shui every day. She almost turned it into reality. Qin Feng and Rao Sherman glared at Zhang Cuckoo. They didn't know whether this woman was here to help or to ruin the scene. However, Zhao Ling Xian and the other women didn't believe them. Regardless of whether there was anything going on between Shui Er and Zheng Shui, it was still unacceptable for the two of them to be so intimate. "Qin Feng, let Shui Er go. The circle of celebrities is too messy," Zhao Ling Xian said to Qin Feng. Qin Feng's face was gloomy. Shui Er hid behind Qin Feng. She was even more gloomy than Qin Feng. "This matter is over. Shui, I won't be in contact with Zheng Shui anymore. I believe in Shui Er's character. Don't talk about it anymore." Qin Feng put on a stern face and pretended to be angry. He had no other choice. At this time, a system notification rang in Qin Feng and Shui Er's mind. "Congratulations, host. You have completed the mission of having more than 30 million followers on Weibo. Reward, 2,000 star points and 1x ghost tone ring. Congratulations, host. You have filmed a blockbuster movie. The box office of the movie has exceeded 10 billion. Reward, 5,000 star points and 1x transformation card. Congratulations, host. You have completed the mission of having a rumored boyfriend. Reward, 2,000 star points and 1x magic harmonica." Shui Er looked at her watch. Qin Feng had only used 1 hour to complete 3 missions for her. Shui Er was stunned by his speed. "Qin Feng, I'm going to convert all my star points to hedonist points. Also, I'm going to give all these treasures to you." Shui Er communicated with Qin Feng through telepathy. Qin Feng replied, "What are these treasures used for?" "They're similar to the magic harmonica I used on the Celestial Dragon Mountain. It's demonic when you play it. Different songs have different effects. There's a killing song, a soul-stirring song, and so on." Qin Feng found the rewards from the Sovereign Superstar system quite interesting. They were all related to musical instruments. "Keep the rewards for yourself. Give me the star points." "All right." As soon as Shui Er finished speaking, Qin Feng heard a notification from the Hedonist Sovereign system. "Congratulations, host. You have completed 3 missions for the Sovereign Superstar system. You have a total of 9,000 hedonist points. Host has a total of 539,000 hedonist points. Qin Feng smiled bitterly and shook his head. Shui-Er's mission progress was still far behind. She only received 9,000 hedonist points after completing 3 missions. Qin Feng's current mission rewards were already at least 10,000 hedonist points. After Qin Feng and Shui-Er exchanged their hedonist points, Zhaoling Xian and the other women stopped questioning Shui-Er. They stood at the side with cold faces. Qin Feng could do nothing about the misunderstanding. He walked up to the women and hugged them. After comforting them, they gradually regained their composure. Holy shit, Shui-Er, the rumor about you and Zheng Shui is spreading like wildfire. It's all over the Moments and Tieba forums. No matter which website I visit, it's all about the rumor. After Qin Feng calmed the women down, Zhang Kuku waved her arms and legs and screamed. Zhaoling Xian and the other women harumphed coldly and ran to the barbecue. They ignored Qin Feng and Shui-Er. Qin Feng scooped Zhang Kuku into his arms and spanked her but a few times. Zhang Kuku was so aggrieved that she almost cried. Big brother Qin Feng, why did you hit Kuku? Kuku is so cute, you can't hit her. Qin Feng rolled his eyes and wished he could slap Qin Feng a few more times. Zhang Kuku, on the other hand, became excited again. She took out her phone and took a picture with Qin Feng. I also want a rumor. No, big brother Qin Feng, hurry up. I want a rumor about Zheng Shui. Rauscher Man couldn't bear to watch Zhang Kuku's screams any longer. She hastily covered Zhang Kuku's mouth and forcefully dragged her away. Qin Feng and Shui-Er heaved a long sigh of relief. Zhang Kuku was a clown. Sometimes she amused Qin Feng and made him fall in love with her. Sometimes he was so angry that he wanted to kill her. The rumor about Zheng Shui and Shui-Er spread like wildfire. Shui-Er's popularity skyrocketed. However, many people left curses in her Weibo. Shui-Er was the goddess in the hearts of millions of Chinese losers. Now, she had cheated on Zheng Shui. Moreover, Zheng Shui was so ugly. Everyone thought that Shui-Er had taken a fancy to Su Yan's fame and money, so she threw herself at him. At that time, Qin Feng only wanted to help Shui-Er complete her mission. He didn't expect so many things to happen. Qin Feng felt guilty when he saw the row after row of voices questioning Shui-Er. Shui-Er, I'll delete that photo and ask Yang to block all the news about us. Qin Feng comforted Shui-Er as he hugged her in his arms. However, Shui-Er didn't seem to care about it. She didn't look sad at all. Suddenly, she tightened her grip on Qin Feng's arm and said with a smile, "Don't delete it. Just let it be. I need a rumored boyfriend to be my shield. This way, there won't be so many people in the entertainment industry who want to get close to me. Sure, it would go crazy if she had a scandal with someone else." However, she didn't care about the scandal with Qin Feng. Qin Feng was her man. So what if they hugged? So what if they had sex? Since Shui-Er had said so, Qin Feng didn't mind it. He patted Shui-Er's head and said, "You're an artist under Starlight Media, right? You can take on any show you want. Don't go to any events or scenes you don't want to attend. If someone comes looking for trouble, just tell Yang that you're my woman." Qin Feng's words were so domineering that Shui-Er's heart raced. She didn't have that kind of relationship with Qin Feng, but Qin Feng took the initiative to admit that he was her woman. This made Shui-Er inexplicably happy. Due to the scandal between Zheng Shui and Shui-Er, Zhaoling Xian and the other women started to dislike Shui-Er. However, Shui-Er wasn't angry. Instead, she thought highly of these women because of their loyalty to Qin Feng. Chapter 1091. The reason why Qin Feng slept with Zhang Kuku last night was because Zhang Kuku had been messing around the whole day. Qin Feng was filled with rage, so he taught Zhang Kuku a lesson for the whole night. Huayan and Qin Feng fought for a whole night and slept the next day. Zhang Kuku, on the other hand, seemed to be full of energy. She stared at Qin Feng with a love-struck expression the next morning. "Big brother Qin Feng, aren't you coming? I still want more." The corner of Qin Feng's mouth twitched. He was invincible with his cannon, and this was the first time in his life that he had met a worthy opponent. This Zhang Cuckoo had become a monster after drinking the ancient beast gene. I'm not coming anymore. You need to know how to control yourself. Otherwise, what will you do after I leave? Qin Feng hugged Zhang Cuckoo in his arms and caressed her head dotingly. Zhang Cuckoo pouted and said, "That's why I'm going crazy now. After Big Brother Qin Feng leaves, Cuckoo will hunt sharks every day to kill time. I won't think about these things anymore." Qin Feng was about to reject Zhang Cuckoo's offer because he thought it was enough after a night of battle. However, Zhang Cuckoo flipped over and leaped onto his body. Qin Feng instantly regretted that he had chosen Zhang Cuckoo's card last night. She hugged Qin Feng and giggled. "Big Brother Qin Feng, Cuckoo loves you so much. Are you going to sleep in my room again tonight?" Zhang Cuckoo was satisfied with her morning exercise. Qin Feng hastily pushed Zhang Cuckoo away and ran out of Zhang Cuckoo's room with his clothes on. "Master!" When Qin Feng came out, Xiaoli was already waiting outside. Xiaoli had changed her clothes today. She usually wore a long white dress, but this time she was wearing a simple white sportswear and canvas shoes. Her hair was tied at the back of her head, making her look very simple. Qin Feng was a bit spellbound. He hadn't carefully observed Xiaoli before, and Xiaoli didn't like to dress up, so he hadn't realized that this girl was a top-grade beauty. "Xiaoli, where are you going?" Qin Feng hurriedly asked after coming back to his senses. Xiaoli saw Qin Feng's burning gaze and said shyly, "Master, Xiaoli isn't good. I said I would stay by Master's side for the rest of my life, but Xiaoli wants to take a day off and go out for a day. I'll be back tonight." "Oh, then you go. Do you want me to accompany you?" Qin Feng asked. Xiaoli shook his head. He knew that Qin Feng didn't have enough time to accompany those women, so he didn't want to waste Qin Feng's time. "No need. Master, I'll go by myself." Qin Feng suddenly felt a bit nervous. Before, Xiaoli was very obedient, so Qin Feng did not pay much attention to her. Now, Xiaoli suddenly changed her clothes and went out alone for a day. Could she be going on a date with some man? "All right, come back early tonight." "You're not allowed to spend the night outside," Qin Feng suddenly said overbearingly. The women by his side were not allowed to mess around outside. Xiaoli stared blankly for a moment. When he saw Qin Feng's cold expression, he suddenly smiled and said, "Master, don't tell me you're thinking the wrong thing?" Xiaoli returned to his hometown and wanted to go home to see his uncles and aunts. "And no, I'm not doing anything shameful." Xiaoli thought back to the scandal from yesterday. Xiaoli was extremely indignant at the intimate photos of Cher and Zheng Shuai. If it wasn't for Qin Feng protecting Cher, Xiaoli would have killed that fickle woman. Xiaoli was going to follow Qin Feng for the rest of her life. Even if she was beaten to death, she would not betray Qin Feng. "Ahem, I'm not thinking the wrong thing. Then I'll go with you. I'm worried about you going alone." Qin Feng realized that he was being overly suspicious and felt a bit awkward. Xiaoli was incredibly happy. Of course, she wanted Qin Feng to go home with her, but she was afraid of delaying Qin Feng's time with the other women. Now that Qin Feng wanted to go, Xiaoli naturally would not refuse. "Master, thank you." Xiaoli suddenly walked up and hugged Qin Feng's arm. Seeing the obedient and sensible Xiaoli, Qin Feng felt a bit guilty. In actuality, Qin Feng had asked about Xiaoli's background in the Demon City and knew that she was from the Acropolis City. Qin Feng had brought Xiaoli back for a few days, but he had only cared about reuniting with Zhao Ling Xian and the other women. He had forgotten to take Xiaoli home. Qin Feng couldn't help but admire Xiaoli's patience. When he recalled how Xiaoli had endured for 3 days after she was reincarnated and returned to her hometown, he recalled that she had to go home to take a look. "Xiaoli, where is your home?" "It's in the Moa village under the Acropolis City. It's a bit remote and poor." "Master, do you still want to go?" Xiaoli looked at Qin Feng nervously. Qin Feng's heart softened. He pulled Xiaoli into his embrace and suddenly lowered his head to kiss Xiaoli on the lips. "Yes, I'll drive the car and take you there." Xiaoli's delicate body stiffened. This was the first time Qin Feng had kissed her of his own accord. At this moment, Xiaoli's cold heart seemed to have awakened. Qin Feng immediately asked Lu Jie to arrange a car. Not only did Qin Feng and Xiaoli go to Moa village, Lu Jie also brought a large group of people and drove a dozen or so BMWs with Qin Feng. Qin Feng and Xiao Li sat in the back of the Mercedes-Benz. Qin Feng hugged Xiao Li, and Xiao Li felt like she was in a dream. She looked up at Qin Feng from time to time, afraid that she would wake up from this beautiful dream if she looked up. Master, do you need to make such a big scene? Actually, I'm already very satisfied that you can come with me. Xiao Li was a bit embarrassed. She had always said her identity very clearly. She was the maid who saved Qin Feng's life. What kind of maid would have a luxurious motorcade pick her up when she returned home? Xiao Li's recent performance is excellent. Take it as master's reward for you. All right, when we go to your house, I'll pretend to be your boyfriend. Don't call me master. Qin Feng had thought everything through. Xiao Li had been reborn because she practiced the ghost cultivation method, so she must have mixed feelings when she returned home. Qin Feng wanted to show Xiao Li her best side as much as possible. Xiao Li was so touched that her heart was about to melt. She didn't say anything along the way and lay quietly in Qin Feng's arms. Mo village was not far from Acropolis City. It was as poor and secluded as by Qing's Hepping town. When the dozen or so luxurious motorcade drove into the village entrance, all the villagers ran out to watch. Oh my God, whose kid is back? He must have earned a lot of money in the city. Village chief, a big shot has come. Village chief, come out and see that woman looks familiar. Isn't she Xiao Li from the north side of the village? The motorcade stopped. Qin Feng got off the motorcade with Xiao Li in his arms. When Xiao Li saw the familiar faces, she was so excited that tears welled up in her eyes. An old man in his 60s walked over with a cane. Xiao Li? Is it really you? Seeing the old man, Xiao Li hurriedly went to support him. Village Chief Neo, it's me. I'm back. When Xiao Li said this, her heart was filled with emotions. Back then, she, her parents, and many people in the village were captured by the ghost-face evil king to do experiments. In the end, her parents and the villagers all died in the experiments. Xiao Li survived, and she came back. She came back half dead and half alive. Xiao Li, this is? Village Chief Neo looked at Qin Feng with fear in his eyes. In a small place like Mo Village, only the village tyrant Zhang Guden had a car. None of the other families had a car. Now that Qin Feng brought over a dozen cars, Village Chief Neo was quite frightened. Village Chief Neo, don't be afraid. This is my male boyfriend, Qin Feng. He's very nice, and he brought me back to meet the villagers. When Xiao Li introduced Qin Feng, her heart was filled with pride. Village Chief Neo grabbed Xiao Li's hand tightly and patted the back of her hand. Good. Xiao Li, you found a good man. Your parents will be happy. The villagers didn't know what happened to Xiao Li, and they didn't know that the people who went out were all dead. They thought the villagers went out to work and were waiting for everyone to come back. However, Xiao Li and Qin Feng knew very well that those people wouldn't come back. Xiao Li held back her tears. Village Chief Neo, is my second uncle okay in the second trial? Before Village Chief Neo could speak, a man in a suit suddenly ran over. Little sister, Xiao Li is back? Where is she? Where's my little sister, Xiao Li? The villagers hurriedly opened a path, as if they were afraid of the man who rushed over. Village Chief Neo and Xiao Li's expressions changed. Xiao Li hurriedly hugged Qin Feng's arm. Huh, little sister Xiao Li is really back. Quick, let me hug you. Huh, who are you, you stinking brat? How dare you hug my little sister Xiao Li? Let go of me, or I'll break your legs. The man's name was Zhang Guden, the little overlord of Mo River Village. He was about the same age as Xiao Li, and he had his eyes on the village belle, Xiao Li, ever since he was young. Io, what the hell are you talking about, you stinking idiot? Before Qin Feng could speak, Lu Jie and a dozen other people rushed over and surrounded Zhang Guden, ready to beat him up. That's enough, Lu Jie. Don't cause trouble. Qin Feng shouted to stop Lu Jie. He came back with Xiao Li to meet the villagers, and he didn't want to cause any trouble. Zhang Guden was scared stiff. The arrogance he had just now instantly dissipated. He looked at the row of BMWs, then looked at Lu Jie and the others in suits. Zhang Guden knew that he had met a rich man. Zhang Gooden, don't bother me anymore. I already have a boyfriend. Xiaoli glared at Zhang Gooden angrily. Before Xiaoli became a ghost cultivator, Zhang Gooden often pestered her in the village. Zhang Gooden even tried to stop her by force a few times. Luckily, Xiaoli was smart enough to escape. Zhang Gooden was filled with anger. After he calmed down, he became arrogant again. Huh, what are you guys capable of? You're just driving a few broken BMWs. Why are you so arrogant? This is Moa Village. It's my Zhang Gooden's territory. Just you wait and see. Zhang Gooden was not stupid. When he saw that the situation was unfavorable to him, he ran away after uttering some threatening words. Lu Jie and the others, as secret martial artists of China, gritted their teeth in anger when they were threatened by an unruly villager. Qin Feng ignored Zhang Gooden. He kept hugging Xiao Li and greeted everyone. The villagers of Mo village were afraid of Qin Feng's identity, but they realized that Qin Feng was a very easygoing person. He did not have the arrogance of a big boss. Everyone began to praise Xiao Li for finding a good man. After they chatted for a while, Xiao Li brought Qin Feng to her house. Xiao Li's house was made of mud bricks. The paint on the door had peeled off. The house had been deserted for a long time, so it was covered in a layer of dust and spiderwebs. Xiao Li stood in the house and looked at the familiar furniture and the family photo on the table. She could not hold back her tears. Qin Feng hugged Xiao Li lightly. He did not say anything to comfort her. Instead, it was better to let her cry. Xiao Li, you're really back? Where are your parents? Did they come back with you? A woman in her early 50s ran into the house. Xiao Li pounced on her when she saw her. Second aunt, Xiao Li missed you so much. Xiao Li came back this time to see her second uncle and second aunt. When she was young, her family was neighbors with her second uncle and second aunt. They were as close as a family. Xiao Li lost her parents, so her second uncle and second aunt were the only family left in the world. Xiao Li's second uncle stood at the door and looked at Lu Jie and the others curiously. There were a dozen men in suits standing in 2 rows. They looked scary. Xiao Li, are these your friends? Second aunt was also curious about Qin Feng and the others. Chapter 1092. Xiao Li told some white lies. She did not mention that her parents were killed by the verdant sect, nor did she mention that the village workers were framed. Xiao Li's second uncle was Feng Quan, and his second aunt was Li Chui. After Feng Quan learned Qin Feng's identity, his vigilance disappeared. He greeted everyone with a smile. Haha, are you all from the city? Our Moa village is a little small, so I hope you won't mind. Come, everyone come to my house. I'll ask your Auntie Li to cook for you. Feng Quan and Li Chui were very happy. They had always treated Xiao Li as their own daughter. Now that Xiao Li had found herself a rich and humble boyfriend, they warmly welcomed everyone. Xiao Li's house had been vacant for a long time, so there was no way to cook. Under Feng Quan and Li Chui's invitation, everyone went to the house next door. The house was simple and shabby. The villagers of Moa village lived in a tough life. Feng Quan was responsible for entertaining everyone. He took out the yellow wine he brewed and started chatting with everyone. Li Chui took out the beef and mutton that they usually ate during the Lunar New Year and prepared to cook a big feast. The aroma of the food wafted out of the kitchen, and Lu Jie's mouth began to water. Hee, young Master Qin, I'll go help Auntie Li with the dishes. Lu Jie ran to the kitchen with a smile. Qin Feng cursed, you stinking brat, if you dare to eat, I'll teach you a lesson. Lu Jie's fat body stopped abruptly at the kitchen door. He didn't want to serve the dishes anymore. Originally, he wanted to eat secretly, but now he didn't dare to do so. You guys go help Auntie Li too. Qin Feng said to the rest of the Feng group's lackeys. Everyone treated Qin Feng's words as an imperial edict, and they got busy. Soon, a dozen or so delicious dishes were served. Li Chui and Feng Quan didn't usually have such good food during the Lunar New Year, so they were really happy for Xiao Li. Little Qin, there's nothing good at home, so we've cooked everything. Don't stand on ceremony with Auntie Li. Li Chui and Feng Quan were honest and kind people, so Lu Jie and the others didn't mind. They brought small stools and sat around the half-meter-high dining table. Feng Quan poured wine for everyone. Lu Jie took a sip and exclaimed in delight, "Wow, Uncle Fong, this millet wine is really tasty. It has the taste of my hometown. I usually want to buy this kind of wine, but I can't even buy it with money." Lu Jie wasn't trying to flatter Fong Quan. He really liked Fong Quan's homemade yellow wine. After a mouthful of wine, she picked up a piece of braised pork. "Amazing. Annie Lee, with your cooking skills, why are you still staying in Mo Village? Why don't you come with us to Acropolis City and become a chef in Hero City, where you can open a big restaurant in Acropolis City? I guarantee that your business will be booming and people will line up every day." Lu Jie was full of praises for the food. The chickens, ducks, cows, and goats here were all raised by his family. They were all genuine native chicken, and they were absolutely chewy. Lu Jie wasn't the only one who ate with grease dripping from his mouth. The members of the phone group were also fighting for the food. They usually had good food in Acropolis City, and they were used to eating meat and fish. However, Li Chui's food had the taste of her hometown, and it was a taste that ordinary people couldn't make. Fong Quan and Li Chui had already sat down. They thought Lu Jie and the others were just being polite, so they were very happy. Although Qin Feng and the others were rich and influential, they weren't arrogant at all, and they were easy to get along with. Qin Feng also gobbled down the meat and wine. The taste of the food and wine here was really unique, and it had a strong local flavor. Xiao Li's heart warmed when she saw everyone gathered together like a family, eating and chatting happily. She kept peeking at Qin Feng. "Little Qin, what are you doing in Acropolis City? How did you meet our Xiao Li?" Halfway through the meal, everyone was thoroughly familiar with each other. Annie Li was no longer as reserved as when she first met Qin Feng and the others. She became more gossipy. Xiao Li's face blushed, and she was a little nervous. She met Qin Feng in Demon City, which was another world that ordinary people couldn't understand. Before Qin Feng could say anything, Lu Jie wiped the grease off his mouth and said, "Annie Li, Lu Jie, don't want to brag, but our young master Qin is the #1 hedonistic young master in Acropolis City. He has played with slap." Before Lu Jie could finish his sentence, Qin Feng slapped him on the head. The slap woke Lu Jie up, and the fat on his body trembled. Fong Quan and Li Chui looked at Qin Feng and Lu Jie strangely. They didn't know what they were doing. After Lu Jie regained his senses, he quickly changed his words. "Auntie Li, Uncle Fong, don't worry. Chairman Qin is the chairman of Acropolis City's royal group, and also the chairman of Su Qin Pharmaceuticals. He has many businesses in the provincial capital. Our CEO Qin is young, promising, and loyal. Sister-in-law Xiao Li is with our CEO Qin. In the future, you two just need to be at ease." This time, Qin Feng allowed Lu Jie to finish his sentence. After he was done, Lu Jie cursed Qin Feng in his heart. This boss is really hypocritical. Xiao Li was tickled to death, but she pretended to be calm. She continued Lu Jie's words and said, "Second uncle, Lu Jie is right. Qin Feng treats me very well, and his career is developing very well. If second uncle and second aunt want to settle down in Acropolis City, you can look for me," Fong Quan and Li Chui exclaimed in their hearts. Village tyrant Zhang Guden was the best in Moa Village. Rumor had it that Zhang Guden had a family fortune of millions. However, compared to Qin Feng, Zhang Guden was nothing. Good. Your uncle and I can rest assured now. When we have time, we'll go to Acropolis City to catch up with your parents." Li Chui was so happy that she couldn't close her mouth. Seeing Xiao Li living such a good life, Li Chui and Fong Quan were sincerely happy, bang. While they were happily eating, the courtyard door was kicked open, and a group of people rushed in. The leader was none other than village tyrant Zhang Guden, who was scared away not long ago. "Where are those pretentious bastards? Come out, all of you. How dare you act in front of me in Mo Village? I'll let you know whose territory this is." Zhang Guden brought a dozen young men from the village with him. Each of them was holding a wooden stick as they stood at the entrance of the courtyard. Fong Quan and Li Chui were startled. They ran out of the house. "Zhang Guden, why are you here? What are you trying to do? Are you rebelling?" Li Chui glared at Zhang Guden angrily. Zhang Guden yelled, "Auntie Li, Uncle Fong, this is none of your business. I'll let you leave first for Xiao Li's sake. Otherwise, I won't be responsible if you get hurt in a fight. Zhang Guden was aggressive, as if Qin Feng and the others were really going to be in trouble. Inside the house, Xiao Li was so angry that her face turned cold. She was no longer the weak Feng Xiao Li from before. She was now a stage 6 in powerhouse. This Zhang Guden, I'll chase him away. The family was eating happily when Zhang Guden disturbed them. Xiao Li wanted to beat Zhang Guden up, but Qin Feng pulled Xiao Li's arm and had her sit down. Then, he gave Lu Jie a look, and Lu Jie immediately understood. Big brother, sister-in-law, you guys continue eating. I've long disliked that Guden or pig egg guy. I'll go teach him a lesson. Lu Jie ran out with a smile. Lu Jie chuckled and ran out of the room. Qin Feng added, just have fun. Don't kill anyone. Huh, why did you come out, you damn fatty? Where's your boss? Tell him to come out and see me. Seeing Lu Jie come out with the phone group, Zhang Guden wasn't afraid. Both sides had about 10 people, and this was Moa Village, Zhang Guden's territory. He didn't put Qin Feng and the others in his eyes at all. Lu Jie was so angry that he laughed at Zhang Guden. Take a piss and look at yourself first. You want young Master Qin to come out with your cowardly appearance? Even if I came out to take care of you, I wouldn't want to dirty my hands. Damn it, you damn fatty. Say that again if you dare. Believe it or not, I'm really going to beat you up. Zhang Guden was so angry that he jumped high in the air. He had called so many people over, but he didn't really want to start a fight. If he did, both sides would definitely suffer. Zhang Guden's purpose was to intimidate Lu Jie and the others so that Qin Feng would apologize to him obediently. In the end, Qin Feng didn't play by the rules slap. As soon as Zhang Guden finished speaking, Lu Jie was already standing in front of him. The fat arm swung up and directly smacked the skinny monkey Zhang Guden flying. Bang! Zhang Guden floated in the air for more than 10 meters before landing on the ground, kicking up a cloud of dust. The dozen or so youths who came from the village were dumbfounded, and their eyeballs fell to the ground. Fang Quan and Li Chui were scared out of their wits. They looked at Lu Jie with dementia, and then looked at Zhang Guden, who flew to the courtyard entrance. Was this a martial arts film? It turned out that this amiable fatty, with a smile on his face, was so powerful. You damn fly. I'll only stop when I send you flying with a slap. I've never seen anyone more deserving of a beating than you. Why are you guys still standing here? Hurry up and get lost. Do you want me to send you away with a slap? Lu Jie was a stage 6 inner chi martial artist. Facing a group of ordinary villagers, just a roar from him and the aura that burst out from his body was enough to make everyone's legs turn to jelly. The dozen or so youths ran away in fear. Some of them even ran around Zhang Guden's body. None of them dared to stop and carry Zhang Guden away. We're finished. We're in big trouble this time. Young man, you guys should leave now. That Zhang Guden is the village tyrant, and he'll call more people over. If you don't leave now, it'll be too late. Li Chui finally regained her senses. She ran up to Lu Jie and pulled him away. Lu Jie was speechless. What was a village tyrant to her? Qin Feng was the #1 martial artist in the secular world of China. A fart from him could kill Zhang Guden. However, Lu Jie didn't say much to Li Chui. Li Chui and Fang Quan were ordinary people. They lived a stable and poor life, and Lu Jie didn't want to disrupt their lives. Don't worry, Annie Li. Our chairman Qin isn't a useless person. This time, it's that guy who came looking for trouble. If he doesn't give up, our chairman Qin won't let him go so easily. Lu Jie comforted Annie Li. Li Chui was still nervous, and Fang Quan was terrified. No one in Moa Village dared to offend Zhang Guden, who knew that Lu Jie and his men would beat Zhang Guden up. This was not something that could be easily resolved. Cough, cough. Why, you damn fatty? Why you dare to hit your elder? You're done for. My elder cousin is the young master of the Zhang family in Acropolis City. Just you wait. Your elder will call my elder cousin right now and teach you a lesson. Lu Jie's slap wasn't light at all. Zhang Guden felt like his bones were about to fall apart. Zhang Guden took a while to recover, but as soon as he did, he started yelling again. Lu Jie was so angry that he wanted to stomp this idiot to death. Chapter 1093. Holy shit. Lu Jie cursed inwardly. He cursed 18 generations of that idiot Zhang Gudan's ancestors. How dare this guy say that his cousin is one of the 4 major families in Acropolis City? Lu Jie almost laughed out loud. Qin Feng was the king of the 4 major families. The 4 major families in Acropolis City were decided by Qin Feng in the past. Ahem. Annie Lee, don't stop me. I'm about to vomit blood because of that idiot. Just let me go and slap him to death. I don't want to hear that idiot's voice again. Xiao Lu, you're too young to act recklessly. Just listen to your Annie Lee. It won't be wrong. Just bear with it. Don't provoke someone you can't afford to offend. Li Chui still didn't know how powerful Qin Feng and the others were. However, she often heard people in the village bragging about Zhang Gudan's cousin. He was from the Zhang family, one of the 4 major families in Acropolis City. It was said that he could single-handedly support half of Acropolis City. Fang Quan was a little scared. He and Li Chui were just ordinary people. Fang Quan grabbed Lu Jie's other arm and said, Xiao Lu, you should go back with Qin Feng and Xiao Chui. Seeing that Xiao Chui has found a good family, your Annie Lee and I will be relieved. Come back when you're free. You can't stay here any longer. Fang Quan and Li Chui had good intentions. However, they thought too highly of Zhang Gudan. Lu Jie didn't even spare a glance for trash like him. After a while, Zhang Gudan crawled up from the ground. Half of his face was swollen like a pig's head. He grimaced in pain. Hearing Li Chui and Fang Quan urging Lu Jie to leave, Zhang Gudan regained his confidence. He yelled arrogantly, Damn fatty, don't leave if you dare. I'll kill you. Aren't you just some small bosses in Acropolis City? How dare you act tough in front of me? My cousin is Zhang Hui, the young master of the Zhang family, one of the 4 major families in Acropolis City. He can bring hundreds of people with him to kill you. When Lu Jie heard Zhang Hui's name, he felt that it sounded familiar. After thinking for a while, he remembered that Zhang Hui was a lackey that Qin Feng had taken in a long time ago. Li Chui and Fang Quan were scared out of their wits. They quickly tried to persuade Godan. Godan, Annie Lee watched you grow up. Give Annie Lee some face and let this go. That's right, Gooden. We're all from the same village. There's no need to make things unpleasant. Fang Quan also tried to persuade him. Zhang Gudan felt like he was in control of the entire situation. He enjoyed the feeling of Li Chui and Fang Quan begging him for mercy. Then, he stared at Lu Jie contemptuously and said, Humph, since Annie Lee and Uncle Fang have pleaded for leniency, I have to give them face. How about this? Let this damn fatty and his boss come out and kowtow to me to admit their mistakes and stay away from Shaoli in the future. Then I won't call Big Cousin and spare them. Holy shit. Lu Jie was so angry that he jumped up and was about to beat him up. However, at that moment, Qin Feng walked out leisurely with Shaoli in his arms. Lu Jie, stop it. Lu Jie rushed to Zhang Gudan's side, but he had no choice but to return to Qin Feng's side. Boss, after my observation, I'm sure that Brad is crazy. I'll just slap him to death. Qin Feng waved his hand. He didn't want his people to beat up Zhang Gudan. That would leave a bad impression on the villagers of Mo Village. Seeing Qin Feng holding Shaoli in his arms, Zhang Gudan was so angry that he stomped his feet. You bastard, you finally have the guts to come out. Hurry up and let go of Shaoli. This is the woman I like. Are you tired of living? Zhang Gudan was arrogant and despotic. Lu Jie and the Feng group were so angry that they gritted their teeth. If Qin Feng didn't stop them, they would have killed Zhang Gudan a dozen times. Seeing that you're a villager of Mo Village, I'll let you go this time. Scram now, and I won't pursue this further. Qin Feng said calmly as if he didn't hear Zhang Gudan's threat. Zhang Gudan suddenly froze. He thought Qin Feng was scared shitless after hearing his big cousin's name, so he specially ran out to apologize. Now, it seemed like that wasn't the case. You're telling me to scram? Do you know who my cousin is? He's... Zhang Gudan brought up his cousin again. Qin Feng was too lazy to listen, so he waved his hand and cut him off. I don't care who your cousin is. If you're not happy, call all your cousins here. Otherwise, scram immediately. If you don't want to leave, I'll get someone to ask you to leave. As soon as Qin Feng finished speaking, Lu Jie cooperated and walked up. He rubbed his hands and glared at Zhang Guden angrily. Zhang Guden felt a little guilty. Li Chui and Fong Quan felt even more guilty. Qin Feng, don't mess with him. That guy is really not to be trifled with. Fong Quan started to persuade Qin Feng again. Li Chui pulled on Xiao Li's arm and said earnestly, Xiao Chui, hurry and let Qin Feng take you back. When you have time, come visit your second uncle and second aunt again. Xiao Li understood her second uncle and second aunt's concerns, but she didn't explain too much. With Qin Feng's current status in China, Zhang Guden was nothing. Second aunt, don't be afraid. Qin Feng is very powerful. If Zhang Guden doesn't understand, he'll be beaten up. Qin Feng didn't back down. Zhang Guden was instantly embarrassed. He thought his cousin's name was enough to intimidate Qin Feng and the others, but it didn't work. At this point, if Zhang Guden gave in and ran away, he wouldn't have the face to stay in Mo River Village anymore. He gritted his teeth, picked up his phone, and made a call. It's over, it's over. Xiao Li, Qin Feng, hurry up and leave. Zhang Guden really called his cousin. Hurry up and leave. I heard his cousin is from one of the 4 big families in Acropolis City. He's very powerful. Li Chui and Fong Quan were frantic. They even started to push Qin Feng and Xiao Chui away. Zhang Guden was done with his phone call. He immediately became arrogant and despotic. He ran to the gate of the courtyard and guarded it tightly. It seemed like no one could escape today. Zhang Guden was actually very puzzled. Zhang Hui was indeed his cousin, but Zhang Hui usually wouldn't pay attention to a small fry like Zhang Guden. Zhang Guden braced himself and made a call. After Zhang Hui heard the reason, he was about to hang up. However, Zhang Guden panicked and called Qin Feng's name. Zhang Hui's expression immediately changed, and he even said he would come immediately. Zhang Guden didn't understand what was wrong with his cousin today. His emotions fluctuated, but Zhang Guden didn't think too much about it. When he heard that his cousin was coming, he felt like he was floating in the sky. My cousin is coming immediately. No one can leave today. Weren't you all very arrogant just now? Now that you know fear, I'll make all of you kneel and beg for mercy. I'll also break your legs. Zhang Guden's ruthless words angered Lu Jie and the others. Li Chui and Fong Quan, on the other hand, were worried. Qin Feng acted as if he didn't hear it and didn't care. He even dragged Xiao Li, second uncle, and second aunt back to the house. Uncle Fong, Annie Li don't mind him. Let's continue eating. Qin Feng called out to everyone with a smile. Xiao Li wasn't worried at all. She knew very well how powerful Qin Feng was. However, Li Chui and Fong Quan didn't know Qin Feng's identity and power. How could they be in the mood to eat? They were obviously restless. Little Qin, why don't you and Xiao Li go back first? Uncle and Auntie don't want to see anything happen to you. Li Chui couldn't wait and kept trying to persuade Qin Feng. Xiao Li said some comforting words to calm the 2 elders down. After a while, a series of hurried footsteps came from the courtyard. Just from the sound of it, it was obvious that a lot of people had arrived. It's over, it's over. Zhang Guden's people are here. There are at least 20 to 30 people. Qin Feng, Xiao Li, hurry up and leave with Annie Li from the back door. Li Chui dragged Qin Feng and Xiao Li to escape. Fong Quan stood guard at the door of the inner house. He wanted to prevent outsiders from entering and buy as much time as possible for Qin Feng and Xiao Li. Qin Feng and Xiao Li smiled bitterly. They didn't escape from the back door. Instead, they walked out of the courtyard. The courtyard was filled with people. Not only Zhang Hui, but the other 3 major families of Acropolis City had also come. The elder of the Zhou family, Zhou Ming, had come personally. Even the disciples of the smaller families had come. Not only Li Chui and Fong Quan were shocked by the scene in the courtyard, but even Zhang Guden himself was dumbfounded. He was already overjoyed to be able to summon his eldest cousin, Zhang Hui. He didn't expect his eldest cousin to bring so many people with him. Did his eldest cousin take the wrong medicine today? Eldest cousin, you're here. Hee. Why did you call so many people? With your reputation in Acropolis City, it's more than enough for you to come alone. That's right, eldest cousin. It's that brat who behaved atrociously to me. Hurry up and get your eldest cousin. Zhang Guden called his eldest cousin affectionately, but Zhang Hui ignored him. He looked for Qin Feng as soon as he entered the courtyard. When Zhang Hui confirmed that the person Zhang Guden offended was Acropolis City's #1 hedonist, Qin Feng, he was enraged. Before Zhang Guden could finish his sentence, he slapped the idiot and sent him flying. There were more than 50 people in the courtyard, but the atmosphere suddenly became silent. All the major families in Acropolis City recognized Qin Feng. They were so scared that they didn't dare to make sound. Li Chui and Fang Quan were dumbfounded. The two elders were still worried about Qin Feng, but then they saw Zhang Guden's older cousin send Zhang Guden flying with a single slap. What was going on? Eldest cousin, why did you hit me? Zhang Guden didn't understand the situation. He crawled up and complained to Zhang Hui. Zhang Hui's expression was ferocious. He wanted to find a needle and thread to sew Zhang Guden's mouth shut. Qin Feng was Acropolis City's #1 young master, and the Qin family was Acropolis City's #1 family. Qin Feng had countless businesses in Acropolis City. A few months ago, all the major and minor families in Acropolis City banded together to defeat Qin Feng. In the end, Qin Feng eliminated all the rebellious families. Fortunately, Zhang Hui realized this in time and curried favor with Qin Feng, allowing the Zhang family to escape. Now, they were still one of the 4 major families in Acropolis City. All of this didn't come easily, but it was about to be ruined by this idiot Zhang Guden. Shut the fuck up. I don't even know you, idiot. If you dare to speak nonsense again, I'll kill you right now. Zhang Hui was furious. He jumped over and stomped on Zhang Guden's body. Zhang Guden rolled on the ground in pain, but he still didn't understand what was going on. Fuck, this idiot's skin is really thick. Keep beating him until he faints. As a rich young master, Zhang Hui was tired after a few stomps. He shouted for his subordinates to continue beating him. The 4 Zhang family disciples surrounded Zhang Guden and stomped on him. They didn't care about Zhang Guden's pleas. This scene fell into the eyes of the major and minor families in Acropolis City. Their expressions didn't change. Instead, they glared at Zhang Guden angrily. Chapter 1094. No one begged for mercy for Zhang Guden, because everyone still hadn't recovered from the shock. Zhang Guden's screams became weaker and weaker. Finally, he passed out for being stepped on. Seeing that Zhang Guden could no longer speak, the representatives of the big and small families from Acropolis City heaved a sigh of relief. Zhang Hui didn't even bother to look at Zhang Guden. He immediately ran to Qin Feng with a smile. Young Master Qin, I didn't know you were back. Sorry for not coming out to greet you. Zhang Hui took the lead, and the rest of the family representatives followed. Young Master Qin, do you still remember me? I'm Zhou Ming, the elder of the Zhou family. Young Master Qin, the Zhang family is here to welcome young Master Qin back. More than 30 family representatives greeted Qin Feng respectfully. Qin Feng merely nodded as a reply. More and more villagers gathered around. Almost everyone in Mo He village was here. Most of the villagers didn't know Zhang Hui and the others, nor did they know the power of the big and small families in Acropolis City. However, these people were all dressed luxuriously and had fair skin. One look, and you could tell they were important people from Acropolis City. So many big shots were currying favor with Qin Feng. Moreover, Go Danzhong was knocked unconscious and tossed to the side. Even the dumbest person could see that Xiao Li's boyfriend was truly incredible. Xiao Li, who is young Master Qin. After Li Chui regained her senses, she immediately pulled Xiao Li to the side. Just a moment ago, Li Chui was eating with Qin Feng. She thought Qin Feng was approachable and even called him Lil Qin. However, after witnessing Qin Feng's power, Li Chui was so scared that her body trembled. Only now did she realize that such a big shot had come to her house. Second aunt, Qin Feng is the boss of Acropolis City. There's nothing he can't solve. Xiao Li didn't hide anything from Li Chui. Li Chui opened her mouth in shock. The boss of Acropolis City? Why didn't you say so earlier? I was worried that Zhang Guden would bully young Master Qin. Looks like I worried for nothing. Xiao Li hugged Second Annie's arm and smiled. That's just the identity Qin Feng has in the eyes of outsiders. In reality, he's a very low-key person. In front of his own people, he's always amiable and approachable. Second Annie, don't think too much about it. Li Chui could tell that Qin Feng didn't put on airs. However, after knowing Qin Feng's identity, she didn't dare to call him Little Qin anymore. It felt weird. After the big and small families of Acropolis City greeted Qin Feng, they all stood quietly to the side, waiting for Qin Feng to give orders. Gooden City. Young Master Qin, these are your friends, right? Come in and have a seat. I'll cook for everyone. Li Chui came back to his senses and quickly called out to everyone. He couldn't afford to offend these big shots. Yeah, we don't want to eat. We'll just watch you eat. Under Qin Feng's imposing manner, these important people of Acropolis City didn't even know how to speak. Qin Feng was amused by these people. He suddenly said, Annie Lee's house is too small to serve so many people. Let's move the tables to the courtyard. Fellow villagers, why don't you move your tables and chairs here? Let's have a get-together. The villagers loved to have get-togethers. It was lively and festive. The stunned villagers suddenly came to their senses. They all agreed with Qin Feng's suggestion and rushed home to move the tables and chairs. Young Master Qin, we still have a basket of eggs. Let Annie Lee use it to cook a few more dishes. Young Master Qin, we have an old hen that was waiting to lay eggs. Since so many important guests came, let's slaughter it for everyone's feast. Though Moa village was poor, the villagers were honest and passionate. They brought all the food they had at home, and some even made some medicinal wine and side dishes. These were all things that the villagers were usually reluctant to eat. Usually, they would only take them out when there was a joyous occasion in the village or when guests came to visit. Zhang Hui and the others usually ate shark's fin, bear's paw, and other delicacies. Obviously, they looked down on the things the villagers brought out. However, everyone could see that Qin Feng was friendly with the villagers, so they didn't dare to offend them. Village Chief Neo also came and invited everyone to take a seat. There were more than 10 small tables in the courtyard. Everyone sat around different tables. Qin Feng sat at the table in the middle. He had the highest status in the entire place. Zhang Godan had long been thrown out by the Feng group. No one cared about his life or death. This guy was usually full of evil, so no one liked him. Many women in the village went to the kitchen to help Li Chui cook. There were also people who were responsible for serving food to the tables outside. Soon, more than 10 tables were filled with food and various kinds of wine. It felt as lively as the new year. The food and wine were all there, but no one moved their chopsticks. Everyone's eyes were focused on Qin Feng. Today, Qin Feng was the main character. Fellow villagers, on behalf of the rich families of Acropolis City, I thank everyone for your warm hospitality. Moa Village is a good place. I believe that after this meal, my friends will invest in the construction of Moa Village. Qin Feng asked Zhang Hui and the others to stay because he wanted to help Moa Village. Qin Feng's words stunned the villagers of Moa Village. Then, they looked at the rich young men sitting around them in surprise. Young Master Qin, I'm willing to invest $10 million to build Mohi Village and develop it into a tourist attraction. Zhang Hui was the first to stand up. Spending $10 million to get Qin Feng to like him was worth it. Young Master Qin, on behalf of the Zhou family, I'll also invest $10 million to build Moa Village. Elder Zhou Ming followed. Our Li family is willing to invest $5 million to help young Master Qin develop Moa Village. $3 million. One after another, the rich young men stood up with their wine glasses. After they expressed their stance, they drank the white wine in one gulp. They were considered to be familiar with Qin Feng. Everyone present was from the big and small families of Acropolis City. They were all rich, and none of their bids were lower than $1 million. Don't underestimate these millions, because it was the first time many of them had seen Qin Feng. They spent a few million just to show their faces in front of Qin Feng. As for whether Qin Feng would remember them afterward, it was hard to say. Soon, more than 30 family members expressed their stance. The total amount of money they invested in Moa Village was almost $100 million. The villagers of Moa Village were dumbfounded. Hearing these rich men in suits and leather shoes say millions and even tens of millions, The villagers even wondered if there was something wrong with their ears. Or maybe they didn't live in the same world. Did they say millions as if it was just a few dollars? Okay, I appreciate everyone's kindness. If you have any problems in Acropolis City in the future, you could go to Hero City to find Lu Jie. He will help you according to the situation. Qin Feng's words caused everyone to be extremely excited. Qin Feng was no longer just a hedonistic young master in Acropolis City. His name had spread throughout the provincial capital. Qin Feng was the #1 martial artist in the secular world of China. The Qin family in the provincial capital had already stepped into the top position of the 4 major families in the provincial capital. Qin Feng's words were precious. It could be the key to the future development of a family. The villagers of Moa Village did not understand the reason behind this. They still had their mouths wide open, not understanding the situation. Bosses from Acropolis City. I am Village Chief Neo of Emohi Village. I thank everyone for their kindness on behalf of all the villagers of Emohi Village. But let's forget about what we said just now. Everyone, just eat and drink well. Don't stand on ceremony. Chief Neo stood up and expressed his stance on behalf of Mo Village. He didn't take the investment money that Zhang Hui and the other rich young masters were talking about to heart. In fact, the villagers of Moa Village didn't take it to heart either. Everyone thought these people were joking and probably wanted to suck up to Qin Feng. The villagers of Moa Village had seen this kind of thing many times. They often heard from their superiors that they wanted to invest in Moa Village, but they had not seen any money yet. Moreover, these rich young masters of Acropolis City had no relationship with Moa Village. How could they really help Moa Village? Chief Neo, don't say that. I really want to invest 10 million. How about this? Send me the village's financial account number, and I'll send the money over now. Zhang Hui jumped up anxiously. He did not dare to lie in front of Qin Feng. He had to do what he said. Otherwise, Qin Feng would kill him. Chief Neo was dumbfounded. He looked at the other villagers and did not know what to do. Why did he give these rich young masters a way out of this embarrassing situation? Chief Neo, give him the village's financial account number, Qin Feng said with a chuckle. Chief Neo hesitated for a moment. Finally, he clenched his teeth and gave him an account number. Although the villagers did not believe that these rich young masters would really invest, they hoped that someone would invest in developing Mo Village. Ding! Not long after he gave the account number, Chief Neo's phone rang. He opened the message and glanced at it. He was so shocked that he threw the phone away. Really, really rich. 10 million, whoosh. Chief Neo's words sent the villagers into a frenzy. These villagers did not believe what Zhang Hui and the other rich young masters said. They thought that everyone was joking. In the end, Zhang Hui earned 10 million in a few minutes. It was as easy as transferring a dollar. It was hard for everyone to accept. However, Chief Neo's phone on the ground rang nonstop. It vibrated and spun on the ground. Someone picked up the phone and was about to pass it to Chief Neo. However, he was shocked by the dozens of messages. Wow, this is incredible. There were dozens of transfers in just a minute. Each bill is more than 2 million. Chief Neo, these rich people are speaking the truth. They really invested in our Moa Village. All the villagers cheered, and a sincere smile appeared on their faces. Seeing this, Qin Feng was very satisfied. Shaoli was stunned. She held Qin Feng's arm tightly. She was very grateful to Qin Feng for everything he had done for her in Moa Village. The rich young masters were also very happy. They only spent a few million, but young Master Qin was happy and optimistic. This was like a pie falling from the sky. Young Master Qin, you're a living bodhisattva. Thank you for everything you've done for Mo Village. This old man has nothing to repay you, so I'll kowtow to you. Chief Neo knew all this was because of Qin Feng. He ran over to kowtow to Qin Feng. Qin Feng and Shaoli hurriedly supported Village Chief Neo. Qin Feng said, Village Chief Neo, please don't be like this. I can't take responsibility. If you want to thank someone, thank Shaoli. If I didn't know her, I wouldn't have known about Mo River Village. The villagers of Moa Village surrounded Qin Feng and Shaoli. Li Chui and Feng Quan stood on either side of Qin Feng and Shaoli. Both of them finally saw Qin Feng's true strength. He was an existence that could make all the rich and powerful people in Acropolis City bow down to him with just a word. Thank you, young Master Qin, for investing in Moa Village. The people of Moa Village will always remember young Master Qin's kindness. Shaoli is so lucky to be able to find such a perfect man like young Master Qin. Chapter 1095. They stayed in Moa Village until the afternoon. Then, Qin Feng left with Xiao Li and the others. Li Chui and Feng Quan wanted Qin Feng and Xiao Li to stay the night, but Qin Feng brought too many people, so they had no place to stay. The people from the major families of Acropolis City left with Qin Feng. These people had already transferred the investment funds to the property account of Moa Village, but they did not ignore the matter of Moa Village's transformation. As soon as they returned to Acropolis City, they scrambled to use their respective forces and connections to personally invest in the development of Moa Village. Qin Feng didn't worry about Moa Village anymore. He believed that in less than half a year, Moa Village would undergo earth-shattering changes. All the people in Moa Village would become rich and live happy and healthy lives. Shaoli was blissful tonight. At one point, she even thought she was Qin Feng's woman and not his servant. To complete this transformation, Shaoli swore in her heart that she would take care of Qin Feng meticulously from now on. She also wanted to kill her way into Qin Feng's harem. Qin Feng, where have you been all day? I can't find you. Once Qin Feng returned to Hero City, the women surrounded him. It was rare for Qin Feng to come back. Every time he came back, these women cherished their time with Qin Feng. Shaoli had been holding Qin Feng's arm all the way back, but now she subconsciously let go of Qin Feng. Shaoli looked at the row of outstanding beauties and was suddenly knocked back to reality. Bei Bei, did you miss me? Qin Feng pulled Lin Bei Bei into his embrace. Lin Bei Bei was the most obedient out of all the girls, and her personality had always been aloof from worldly affairs. Qin Feng's harem was almost divided into 3 teams, but the sisters of each team wouldn't quarrel with Lin Bei Bei. Lin Bei Bei was a bit shy in front of her sisters. She blushed and leaned into Qin Feng's embrace. Everyone missed you. We're waiting for you to come back for the reunion dinner. Qin Feng dotingly patted Lin Bei Bei's head and smiled. Okay, since Bei Bei has been obedient and outstanding lately, I'll take you and Ling Xian to Acropolis University tomorrow. Qin Feng's words caused Lin Bei Bei and Zhao Ling Xian to cry out in surprise. Ever since Qin Feng had left the Acropolis City, the 2 women rarely went to the Acropolis University. It wasn't that they were tired of skipping classes, but that the Acropolis University had too many memories of them with Qin Feng. Whenever they went to school, they would feel a bit sad. Seeing that Lin Bei Bei was as happy as a bird, Qin Feng was even happier than her. He hugged Lin Bei Bei and called the girls to dinner. The meal was joyous and harmonious. Tonight, Qin Feng flipped Lin Bei Bei's cards, making Lin Bei Bei blush. The 2 of them returned to Lin Bei Bei's boudoir, and Lin Bei Bei ran to take a shower. Qin Feng sat on the large pink bed and watched TV. Suddenly, a system notification rang in his head. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for completing the Founder main mission, establishing the Hero Alliance, and developing the Hero Alliance in the #1 force in the outer world. The system rewards host Qin Feng 300,000 Hedonist points, a rare pink spiritual equipment soul, severing sword, a purple-grade heavenly eagle bow, and a fire cloud cannon produced by Star Technology. Host points, 839,000. Qin Feng was overjoyed that he had completed the Founder mission. The main mission was to develop the Hero Alliance into the #1 force in the outer martial arts world. Qin Feng thought the outer martial arts world was the #1 force in the outer hidden sections. Although Qin Feng had become the leader of the martial arts world, he still knew his own limits. Compared to the inner hidden sects, Qin Feng's realm and the Hero Alliance's current force were only average. Qin Feng hurriedly looked at the reward of the mission. Rare pink equipment, soul, severing sword. Equipment introduction. A celestial sword formed by infusing true origin force. It specializes in slaying demons and ghosts. Hidden attribute: soul slash. True origin force erupted from the sword and enveloped the ghosts, leaving them nowhere to hide. System price: 388,888 Hedonist points. The introduction of the soul-severing sword was powerful and magical. Qin Feng was instantly intrigued. He waved his hand, and a sword without a blade appeared in his hand. Buzz! Qin Feng infused a strand of inner qi into the sword hilt. Suddenly, the soul-severing sword let out a series of sword cries as if it was suddenly activated. A pink light shot out and transformed into a sword that was more than a meter long. The sword radiated a majestic true qi as if it was going to devour the heaven and earth. Qin Feng felt a sense of familiarity when he held the soul-severing sword in his hand. The true qi in the sword radiated the same aura as the halo of justice emblem and the angel sword. These three spiritual equipment were also treasures that could slay evil auras, and they specialized in slaying demons and ghosts. Qin Feng waved his hand, and the soul-severing sword streaked across the void. The scattered true qi took the initiative to attack and engulfed the entire room. After Qin Feng met Shaoli, he had a better understanding of spirits. He clearly sensed that the chilling auras in the room had suddenly dissipated. They seemed to be afraid of the existence of the soul-severing sword and had long escaped without a trace. This is really a treasure sword. Qin Feng couldn't help but exclaim as he looked at the soul-severing sword in his hand. If he had obtained this soul-severing sword when he destroyed the Verdant Sect's base a few days ago, the evil cultivators of the Verdant Sect would have died even faster. After studying the soul-severing sword, Qin Feng put it away. With a flip of his hand, a dazzling purple battle bow appeared in his hand. Heavenly Eagle Bow Equipment Introduction. Fuse the soul of the Heavenly Eagle into the battle bow. When the bow is drawn, the wrath of the Heavenly Eagle will be activated. System price: 188,888 Hedonist points. It was Qin Feng's first time obtaining a battle bow. The Heavenly Eagle bow was exquisitely made, and its surface was engraved with images of giant beasts. This battle bow didn't have a string. When Qin Feng tried to pull it, he felt a repulsive force. Qin Feng drew the Heavenly Eagle bow to its fullest extent and released it through the window. A long screech rang out, and a purple battle eagle flew out. The battle eagle seemed to be a living creature, and its speed was extremely fast. Everything in its path was instantly destroyed by the battle eagle. Rumble! The huge floor-to-ceiling window in Lin Bei's room shattered into pieces. The purple battle eagle soared into the sky and disappeared into the boundless night. What a great bow! What great bow! Qin Feng was very fond of the Heavenly Eagle bow. Previously, he only used the Spear of Rat Halos as a long-range weapon. The Spear of Rat Halos could fire destructive fire, but it could only attack within 100 meters. On the other hand, the Heavenly Eagle bow could fire an attack from 1,000 meters away. Moreover, its speed was extremely fast, and it could hit its target in an instant. After putting away the Heavenly Eagle bow, Qin Feng hastily looked at the fire cloud cannon produced by Star Technology. The Star Technology's product had surprised Qin Feng time and time again. He believed that this fire cloud cannon was not as simple as it looked. Qin Feng was about to fire the cannon when he heard Lin Bei scream. When Lin Bei came out of the bathroom, she saw Qin Feng standing on the bed with a dazzling red cannon barrel on his shoulder. The timid Lin Bei was startled. Lin Bei was wrapped in a white bath towel. Her long legs and fragrant shoulders were exposed to the air. She slipped due to her nervousness and was about to fall to the ground. Swoosh! The fire cloud cannon on Qin Feng's shoulder disappeared. He turned into a beam of pink light and instantly appeared beside Lin Bei. Bei, be careful. Qin Feng hugged Lin Bei tightly and looked at her with a racing heart. Lin Bei's scream stopped. She thought she was going to fall, but she didn't expect Qin Feng to be so fast. The two of them hugged each other tightly. They couldn't help but recall a long time ago in the royal clubhouse. At that time, Lin Bei Bei was going to sell herself to raise money for her mother's surgery fees. Qin Feng, carry me on a bed. Lin Bei Bei's voice was weak and trembling. Qin Feng was already extremely tempted by Lin Bei Bei's pink skin. He leaped onto the bed and pulled off Lin Bei Bei's bath towel. Then, he heard Lin Bei Bei scream. Ah! Qin Feng, there's a thief. Thief? Where? Qin Feng immediately jumped off the bed and quickly looked around. However, there was no one else in the room. Lin Bei Bei immediately pulled the blanket over her body. She pointed at the broken floor-to-ceiling window and said, "Someone smashed the glass. Could it be hidden somewhere?" Qin Feng immediately smiled bitterly. He went onto the bed and hugged Lin Bei Bei. "I accidentally broke it just now. Don't worry, Hero City security is very tight. No thief would come in." Qin Feng said these words of comfort, but his hands dishonestly moved all over Lin Bei Bei's body. Lin Bei Bei was extremely embarrassed, but she forcefully maintained her last bit of rationality and said, "Qin Feng, where's the cannon you were carrying? Where did you get that thing?" Lin Bei Bei really wanted to serve Qin Feng and make him comfortable. However, after seeing the fire cloud cannon, she was a bit worried. How did Qin Feng get his hands on such a thing? Qin Feng smiled. He flipped his hand, and the fire cloud cannon appeared on his shoulder again. However, Lin Bei Bei was shocked again. "Bei Bei, I took this from a system." Lin Bei Bei was a woman Qin Feng had taken a liking to a long time ago. Qin Feng didn't plan on keeping any secrets from this girl. Lin Bei Bei widened her beautiful eyes and exclaimed, "What system? Did I make these guns and cannons? It's very dangerous." Lin Bei Bei knew Qin Feng was a martial artist and the most powerful martial artist in the secular world. However, when she saw Qin Feng bring out a cannon, Lin Bei Bei started to lose her cool. In her opinion, this level of weapon should be owned by a country's army. That was something that would only be used in a real war. The system is something that exists in my head. It's my biggest secret. The reason why I went from being a hedonistic young master to the strongest martial artist in the secular world is because of the system's help. This fire cloud cannon is the reward I receive from completing the system's mission. Also, the sword and whip that I used before are all from the system. Oh right, the Hero Alliance is also a product of the system. We can communicate telepathically and transfer items through the space-time portal. It's all because of the system. Since Qin Feng told Lin Bei Bei about the system's secret, he explained it in great detail. He was mainly afraid that Lin Bei Bei wouldn't understand. Lin Bei Bei was dumbfounded. She didn't expect such a magical system to exist in this world. You're tuning in to the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.